if Friday the 13th and Halloween had a baby, and that baby had fetal alcohol syndrome and Down syndrome, this would be it. We watched Camp Murder. We watched it so you don't have to, so you know what time it is. What's up, Moon Goons? Welcome to the Horrible Horror Podcast, the podcast where we watch the worst of the worst in horror movies. Movies so bad they're scary. I am your host, Marshall Hampton. That's Lord Marshall Hampton if you're feeling funky. And with me today, Aaron is still not here. But once again, for you guys who know him, you love him, I brought him back because I just can't get away. He's like the clap, can't get away from him. Mr. Nachos McWeroff is back in the house. All right, Nachos is back. Nachos, say hello.
Marshall, real talk. Fucking killer job on that intro, and more importantly, how is everybody doing this
so loud
Sunday morning?
I'm fine, but
what about our...
You're not just the only one here. No. We're tag teaming this. We're spreading the misery of this movie around.
Tag team back
So
again?
I want everybody to welcome back. It's been a hot minute, but Mr. Chris Samples is back in studio.
Yay!
Yay!
Gentlemen, how the fuck are we doing?
I unfortunately, I don't have a theme song for Chris yet.
No. I got a bit of a nit to pick, too, if you don't mind.
Here, how about...
Time to play the game!
Can we do that? Like, I don't know if that works.
That does. That works. What else you got?
Well,
What else you got?
What else do I got? Okay, let's see. I got...
I was going to serenade him,
got,
but that's pretty good, too.
Got some Harlem Globetrotters? But I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
It doesn't fit.
Let's see what else. I got... all right, we got...
Correct and win!
Go Devo? No, I don't think so.
No, that doesn't work.
Is this my playlist or something?
Yeah, no shit.
We got...
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
I mean, we're recovering from the Friday the 13th weekend.
Ooh, baby.
Goddamn enchiladas, Chris Samples.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Let's see. Oh, I know. We got everybody's... Because I know everybody loves this one. I got...
Oh, don't do it. You motherfucker. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, just let that play. Let that sink
For the fans.
in. For the fans. Because they love it.
Thanks again, Aaron, for your hiatus here, buddy. I'm really enjoying this.
All right. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, you heard the man.
We heard the man.
right.
We're on
Yes.
cue. We actually have our fireball shots.
Here we go.
Let's get that shit going. All right.
Because the smallest of the Johns recommended it.
All right. There we go.
All
Clink,
right.
clink, clink, clink,
Clanks.
clinkety, clankety, tinkety,
Clank,
tankety.
clanks.
Oh, burns so good. Cool
Getting
now.
through this episode.
No, but what I was saying is I got a bit of a nit to pick. If
Okay,
you
yeah,
don't
pick your
mind,
nit. Go
real
ahead.
quick.
Of course.
So I had quite the resume going of co-hosting appearances.
Mm-hmm.
I had been on, I don't even know how many. I mean, you probably don't have that number in front of you, but it was a lot.
It was a lot.
And this
69.
fart boy sitting next to me over here is slowly starting to creep up on my record. So I want to thank you for at least having me here, even if he is with me as well.
Okay.
And while I love his Irish ass, cannot have my record. I will not let it happen.
I don't want it. I can only take so many bullets, man. I'm not the fucking T-1000. I'm not Jason Voorhees. I got to crack at some point.
His shit meter shield is slowly breaking down.
I don't think so. I think that guy's is like bulletproof.
Yeah.
Silver bulletproof, if you will.
I'm really, we're thrilled to have Chris back. It's been a while.
And I just like the guy.
Yeah.
I love your Irish ass, like I said.
You're
Come
okay
on,
too,
baby.
Marshall.
Yeah, well, Who cares about me?
You
That's
sure
fine.
you're not a Cenobite in disguise? It's like fucking almost 5th consecutive week I'm here, just like pure torture, boy. Are you normal head? Is that what's going on here?
That's my Cinnamite and I'm normal head. Anyway, yeah, so before we get into this week's movie, I got to plug our merchandise, our new merch shop on our website. Guys need to check it out. If you get all your Horrible Horror merchandise, your t-shirts, show your Moon Goon pride, get yourself a nice little, I don't know, hoodie, t-shirt, cell phone cases if you want. We got stickers and bumper stickers and pins.
I heard you have a really cool pint glass.
There's a really cool, we have pint glasses. So, Rise, we have one of our super secret alternative logo that Mr. Nachos McWare designned himself. So you can get yourself the rare collector's edition pint glass right there.
And
I check that out. I haven't been on the website.
Yeah.
How do you get there?
It's dope titties.
Yeah, just go to horriblehorrorpodcast.com and go to the merch page, and you can find all of our new merch there.
Perfect.
So with that said, let's all right, before we do this,
Make me proud.
I got
boy.
it. Oh, there we go.
You know
Because
what?
we're gonna need. We have lots. We have lots of adult beverages sitting around us for this episode, guys. This is gonna be a rough one. Because I found a turd of a movie. This one is. It's gonna rank up there in the pantheon of shit movies we've done. I mean, we're talking maybe not quite Night of the Dribblers bad, but pretty close, pretty darn close. The saving grace of this one is at least this is an actual horror movie or supposed to be a horror movie.
You can't see the air parentheses.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's an hour and 21
Where
minutes.
people actually die in this one, so
Yeah, debatable.
There are quite a bit of deaths, I
Yeah.
would say.
what movie that is? Well, it's called Camp Murder. So I do have one thing I have to apologize for. I know it's a little slow start to the episode, but I do have something I must apologize for and clear the air. I have to apologize for my horrendous,
Yeah.
unapologetic, not unapologetic, but unacceptable
Shame.
mistake I made on my podcast on the Prom Night 4 episode last week, where I, for some reason, in my excitement and just going off on a tangent, I fucked up and I said Jason
Yep.
instead of Michael when referring to the scene in Halloween 6 where Michael is chasing nurse through the tunnels of the hospital, and for some reason, I don't know why, but my dumbass brain vomited out Jason instead of Michael. So I must apologize. I am turning in my horror fan card, turning it in, and I am reporting to the flagellation station immediately for corrective punishment. And I will.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, you had a female as your co-host.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like the first in a very long time. So, I mean, I think
Yeah.
you're just nervous. I
it
mean,
might have been.
You handled it like a pro, but who called you out on that?
Some bitch with red hair. I fucking hate this guy. I don't know. But
Was it Tacos McStuffin?
yeah, talking
Yeah,
about stuff.
hate that guy.
McStuffins. That's damn.
Shame.
But for every you, I'm sure everybody else caught that. But I apologize for my mistake. With that said, back to Camp Murder. This was released in 2021, so just over a year old.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, boys.
Yep. Written by Will Calazzo Jr., Avery Crumley, and Mark C. Fullhart. So 3 writers wrote this, which
Wow.
is something.
Good job, boys.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
And directed by Mr. Mark Polonia. There's
Oh,
a
you
name.
guys know him,
We
right?
all know him.
Oh yeah, that's an
'cause-
that's a household name.
Yeah, well, he's got 72 credits as a director, and this marks his 4th appearance on Horrible Horror.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
No shit.
Yep. So he is now eligible for the Hall of Fame.
Why am I not surprised?
How about Hall of Shame?
Because he directed Sharkenstein.
That was dope.
He directed Halloween Night, the 2009 one. And he directed Holla If I Kill You. So,
Oh.
Wow.
and now this. So I pretty much think he's a shoo-in for next year's Horrible Horror Hall of Fame class.
What's his address?
Pretty much his entire catalog of films is just ripe pickings for this show. Oh my God. He has one I started watching. It's Bigfoot versus Zombies. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh.
Have you guys done Suburban Sasquatch?
No.
Because that just screams horrible horror.
Sure does.
So Camp Murder is found on Tubi, and it's also on Indie Pix Unlimited, which is, I guess, is some new add-on channel for Amazon Prime. But those are the places you can find if you really want to punish yourself for, if you have to repent your sins or do some kind of real repentance for some horrible thing you did. You can watch this movie and all sins will be forgiven. In the cast, we have Angela, played by Greta Varkova, 21 credits, and we saw her before because she was Madge, in the main girl in Sharkenstein. We have Ranger Joe, played by Ken Van Sant, 29 credits, including Sharkenstein and Halloween Night 2009. So
He was the
Seeing
titular.
a theme here.
Yeah.
The titular Sharkenstein.
Yep. So that makes him eligible for the Horrible Horror Hall of Fame as well now.
Wow.
We have Katie Witt, is played by Jeannie Russo, 27 credits, and she, I guess, technically has been seen on this show before because she was female corpse in Night of Something Strange.
She has a really nice rack.
We're going to get to that for sure.
Yes.
And then lastly, Tommy Heller is played by Jeff Kirkendall, 55 credits, and he was Klaus, the mad German scientist in Sharkenstein.
I could have pieced that together. I'm not the world's greatest detective or anything, but
All right.
Can we talk about some of the movies that this guy Chuck's been in? Tim Hatch.
Oh, Chuck?
Yeah.
If you move your phone away from the microphone a little
You're
bit.
right. There's one, I don't know if it's been released yet, but it was this year, 2022, and it's called House Squatch.
House Squatch. Lovely.
God damn, I kind of want to see that. In theory,
I mean,
kinda
it
wanna-
just sounds
So is the
fucking
house
awesome.
a
I
squatch?
Yeah, is
don't
the
know.
house the Squatch? Or is
Do
it...
they squatch in the house?
Or-
It's always like House
Oh.
Squatter, but they...
It says Shadyville is plagued by sightings of a hairy creature known as House Squatch.
I think it's
That
just Bigfoot who
alone-
like, just goes to the house and just squats in them.
Or...
And he
it's
won't pay rent because he's squatting,
No,
and he's
he-
just like a terrible roommate.
Are you going to tell... Bigfoot, A, is going to stink like a bag of dicks.
Yeah, your house is a stink.
Or maybe they shrink down and they house it inside Squatch himself or herself. Like what was that movie? That good movie?
Was he squatched?
Squatched. Look at you, boy. No, it had fucking Randy Quaid and he's real tiny and it's Inner Space.
Oh, Inner
It's like
Space.
Inner Space.
It's not Randy Quaid. That was Dennis Quaid. Not the crazy.
A
not the
Quaid.
crazy
Hey,
brother.
Quaid. I'll give him points for being a Quaid.
Quaid, start the reactor. And then they go inside Bigfoot's asshole or vagina. Doing Hollywood's job for us.
Yeah, well, damn.
Yeah.
Maybe
stop.
you should
That
write
kind of sounds
movies.
like an episode of Rick and Morty where they put the
Oh yeah.
amusement park inside the homeless drunk.
Was that Anatomic Park?
Yeah, Anatomy Park.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Anatomy Park. Wow. Sounds something I'd love to visit.
Morty.
All right,
What's your dog's name?
Marty, not
Damn it.
Morty. Yeah.
Damn it.
Sir Remington Martin Fluffable III is.
Whoa.
I've seen his papers.
All right, we put out the punishment. Let's get into this. So, the movie opens. We're at an unnamed mental hospital / prison where Dr. Lewis.
Smith's Grove.
Yes, it might as well be because Dr. Lewis, which sounds suspiciously close to Loomis, is
Quite.
making his final visit with inmate / patient Tommy Heller, a psychotic mass murderer.
Is he though?
And I already got a problem, like right off the jump.
Yeah, go ahead.
So many.
He said he's been dealing with Tommy for 25 years, right?
25 years, something like that. Yeah.
This dude looks like he's, late 40s? Not even 50 years old, would you say?
I'd say so.
We're talking
So
Dr.
you're
Lewis,
a
right?
doctor, right? You're a psychologist, I would assume, right?
Sure.
And you've been dealing with it. So you're telling me when you were like 19 or some shit,
First day on the job.
First day
Right.
job right out of med school.
you get
assigned him.
a psychotic mental patient, right?
It's like Marshall was the head director there. He's like, let's make this bitch suffer. Also, this dude totally looks like the dad from the Blob remake. Do you remember this? Where he comes in and it's the dude goes to buy rubbers.
I haven't seen the Blotter remake in
Yeah, I haven't
since
either.
like 92.
It's a much better movie, so let's worry about that.
Okay, let's watch that
so-
after this. What do you
Yes,
say?
please.
I will say there was one scene in the Blob remake that scared me as a kid.
Dude, that whole movie's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
People be melting.
Right.
But it was the scene where they're in the kids are like in the sewer.
Fuck
And
yes!
the blob like under the water. That scared the shit out of me as like a 12-year-old or 13, however I was when I saw it.
And a kid totally dies in that movie.
Yeah.
I like that it has the gumption, the moxie.
They kill a kid
Yeah.
in a real What
No,
yeah.
they really killed that kid.
No, he's dead. Yeah, that kid, the actor's actually dead. They just killed him on set.
Yep, they drowned him and...
Just like the Twilight Zone movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh! That joke sure did John Landis. Oh! Sorry, Marshall, go ahead.
So Lewis asks Tommy what's on his mind, and Tommy writes down "Camp Murder" on a notebook page. Seeing this sends Lewis into a rage.
Yeah.
He just starts yelling and laying into Tommy for that being the only thing that he's thinking about after all these years in here and all the treatment. That's the only thing you're thinking about. Well, damn you, Tommy, fuck you. I hope you rot in here. He curses at him and it's like, I'm going to make sure you never get out and you're going to die in here. And he just storms out of the room.
He also says they want to make sure that they put so much shock treatment through you that you'll light up Times Square.
That was pretty
There you
good.
go.
I'll give him that.
Burn!
Also, did you see the little backwards R like he was a Korn fan?
Yeah.
E. It's backwards E, but yes.
So the hospital orderly, I think he's an orderly. I don't know, orderly.
This dude's
or
like
guy.
fucking 5'3",
Felix.
dude.
Yeah, Felix. Yeah, whatever his name is. He
dude
goes
is-
over to Tommy. Like, come on, Tommy, we gotta get you back to your room.
No. He says, you know what, tonight, Tommy? I'm going to come into your room and I'm going to beat you with a sock with soap in it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to feed you... And then I'm going to feed you a horsecock sandwich.
Horsecock sandwich.
Now-
Now, is this dude fucking packing, or does he just have a horsecock laying around?
Thank you, nachos.
Is it like
Is that what we're
Subway?
actually feeding the patients? Is horsecock? Or are you actually like fucking this dude?
There were a lot of budgetary cuts at
Oh
the
my
Midlands.
God.
The guy gets
It's all
their
they
meat
can
from somewhere. You
afford
know,
is
the guy gets their meat somewhere.
I was like, horsecock sandwich. Really? That's interesting.
He's gonna take the Pony Express to
I mean,
Tinseltown.
It's actually a delicacy over in like China, man.
Yeah.
Horsecock sandwiches, they
You're not wrong.
that and like 3 peanuts and wine. Shit, man, that stuff gives you vitality.
I love the league.
So
Oh boy.
anyway, at this point, Tommy snaps and attacks Felix and starts choking him, forces him down onto the table, then grabs like a pen and just stabs Felix to death. You see blood like splatter on the wall, whatever. Then Tommy flees the room like a weirdo who's never run before in his life.
Oh, just like the old girl from Lake Terror 3 who just got new arms that day.
And then we get the cliche heavy breathing through a mask sound effect.
But he's not wearing a
I
mask.
was going to say, it's because he's not wearing a mask at all. Like, why is he breathing through a mask when there's no mask?
Actually, I can explain that. We all wear masks in day-to-day society.
Oh, we're going deep with nachos.
Deep in this fucking... We're going to the very bottom chip to get that cheesy floppy boy.
Yeah.
But also,
So-
fuck this movie.
And that's it. Then we just roll the credits, the opening credits. After the credits, we jump to a wooded, foresty area, and we see Tommy from the shoulders down walking around. We never see his face for a while. And I guess it's kind of funny and strange here because the man we see walking through the woods is clearly not the same guy that was playing Tommy in the opening scene because Tommy's kind of skinny, and this guy's got like a big old gut. You can see
Like
through his
everybody in this
Like
movie.
everybody in this house. But like, it's like, why not? It's like, what the hell happened? Like, I have no idea why. Like, they used such a vastly different person for this, and like, I don't know, like, did the actor who played Tommy have like a doctor's appointment or jury duty that day and could go for filming? So he's like, just get the fat guy in there. We need
Like,
somebody.
I paid attention to this movie, but I didn't pay that close attention.
Suspension of disbelief. If this is what we start cracking down on the continuity in this movie, we're in for a bad time, guys.
I was gonna say, Marshall, you need to take. Just hold on. Just you're gonna have to let some shit roll off. buddy.
I don't think I did. We're in for a long day, I think.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
Oh boy.
So
Glad
we
you
cut,
brought that fireball, Nacho.
Yep. What fireball?
cut to Dr. Lewis in his office having a drink. He
Now,
gets,
was he pouring himself a glass of rosé, or
I
what?
don't
What
know
is
what
it?
it was.
It was like a pink
It
wine or
was,
some shit.
It
I'm
was
like,
Boone's Farm.
yeah, that's like-
My boy is a classy
and only
fella.
in the finest red solo cup.
Yeah,
that he
the
could
red
buy.
solo cup.
Yeah, he's not allowed to have good china because he has those outbursts of rage.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
He gets a call from the hospital informing him that Tommy has escaped and that Felix was killed.
Oh no, not Felix.
So that his response to this is to cover it up, of course.
Of course.
To make Felix's murder look like an accident because they don't want this getting out.
Oh, did he fall on the fucking stationery rack?
Yeah, like how do you make multiple stabs to death look like an accident?
Well, Marshall, they say the pen is mightier than the sword, so
Yeah.
Oh man.
thank you for that pity chuckle, Chris.
Where's the crickets?
I don't have the cricket.
In my pants.
In comes Kate Witt, a journalist slash reporter slash author, I guess, who wants
Slash stripper. Let's get
Yeah,
fucking
let's
real.
Be
here.
honest.
who
That's how
wants
she
to
got through
tell-
school for sure.
wants to tell Tommy's story, and she basically sweet talks Dr. Lewis into talking to her. And that's the whole scene.
They really make it hard though. That they don't explain that very well, like what she is,
No.
what she's doing. It's like
She just assumes like, hey, I want to write about Tommy. That's
Yeah.
like all we know. She doesn't have like a press credential. She doesn't say I'm a
No.
reporter or a journalist for this such and such or for this TV station or anything. She's like, I just want to write about Tommy.
someone's there, like, hey, just put on this dress with this really low cut, and
She
put
got
your,
some
put
titties,
your
though.
boobs out, and we'll make it seem
Well,
like
when
you're
you
a
have
reporter. or
3
some shit.
writers, you just assume the other guy's going to pick up the slack.
Ah.
And
I want to talk about that right now so I
Yes.
don't forget about it later. 'Cause
Yes,
this movie
please.
has 3 fucking writers. Now,
Right.
one thing Aaron and I are in the show, we've always talked about in the past is like, one, normally the more writers a movie has is a signal of how bad it is.
Absolutely.
But in
Too
this
many
way, and, like,
cooks.
it's like, in my opinion, it goes around that spectrum and it comes all the way back to, like, it has 3 writers. How can it be this bad? Like, how can all 3 of these people let this shit go? And like, you would think somebody would have a better idea or be able to fix some of this, but all 3 of them just shat the bed.
Was it? Were they all writing at the same time?
Yes.
Or did one guy start writing it and be like, "Fuck this,"
It's like that-
and then the other guy took over? And was
It's like that sleepover slumber party game
Right.
where like somebody starts a story
Yeah.
and the next
Exactly.
person has to pick up writing and then the third
Exactly.
person. I think that's what happened here.
That's
like the one guy wrote
total
Act
possible.
1, one guy. Act 2 was written by somebody else, and Act 3 was written by the last person.
You know what, guys? I think what it was is they all took their scripts and turned it into Algorithm Bot. He's like, I will produce horror movie, and like, girl has boobs, haunted dad, vagina is a knife. It's like, okay, where's this going?
It's funny because what you just did is exactly what the actors sound like when they're speaking their
Some of
lines.
them.
Fucking, it's like the Hindenburg of speech coaching or something. I don't
Dr.
know.
Lewis is like, "What are you doing here? Are you a reporter or something?"
I hope it's not Chris's blood. Barry,
Wesker.
I was almost a Jill sandwich. I
No,
did it.
Barry says
Yes.
that you were almost a Jill sandwich.
All right.
I'd get up in that Jill sandwich. For real though. For real though.
Yeah. So we jump right back to Tommy walking into the woods, as well as a young couple out for a hike. The guy breaks off from his girl to take a piss, but really he's using this time to put on a long blonde wig, overalls, and a mask.
Dude, he pulls that wig out twice.
Does he?
That's my little bit of continuity I paid attention for.
Damn, sorry. So it cuts to the girl walking through the woods alone. Her boyfriend pops up from behind a tree, dressed up to scare her. She is not amused, and she's like walks away from him. She's like, "Fuck you!" I'm
What
out.
she
walks away and says, something about maybe I
Scare
should,
me, motherfucker. I'm gonna.
Yeah, and I tell you I'm pregnant or something.
Yeah, I'll scare you when I tell
Yeah,
you. I'm
pregnant.
that's
begging.
yeah. She drops a pregnancy joke there, and then Tommy just pops up behind him, grabs the guy's head, and from behind squeezes his head so tight it causes the guy to cough up mouth blood,
mouth blood,
and die.
He straight jiggles his head for about 20.
Yeah.
It's like that scene in Billy Madison. I like high school Billy, and he just grabs it. You never want to go to high school.
Stay here. Stay as long as you can.
God, can we watch Billy Madison
we have
instead?
Death One on our hands. There you go.
Oh,
Death
nice.
One.
Well, technically, death one was Felix.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, fuck. Okay, so Death 2.
Come on, Marshall, I'm back. I'm keeping
You're
notes,
right,
baby.
You're right. All right, so we're one behind. There's for Felix.
Thank you.
There's Felix. So Tommy then changes into this guy's clothes and he
Perfect
moves on.
fit.
Perfectly fit, of course.
Perfectly.
So is it a mask? It's a wig, it's a mask, and then it's a hockey mask, which I'm not going to lie, I kind of like it.
I'm actually going to talk about that. So we'll talk about Tommy's.
It's not really a hockey mask,
We're
though.
going to
It's
talk
like
about the reveal surprise later.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Of
He
it.
looks like
But-
he's a sit-in, like a standby, an understudy for Slipknot.
Well, are you sure we can't just go to the reveal? Because, I mean, that's the end of the movie. I mean, we could just be...
Whoop.
we could talk about something else. I mean,
So
Let's
I will.
get
I'm glad you
some-
said it because I actually wrote in my notes too. Like I actually kind of like their
The mask.
the
red-
hockey mask part
Yes.
of
it's
it.
not terrible, but it's not
It's
like
not
a
terrible.
hockey mask. It's more like a scarecrow or something.
Started out as a
almost.
hockey
It started
mask,
as a
they
hockey
modified.
mask. I mean, it's the hard
No,
plastic.
I get it.
It's-
I get it. Yeah, yeah. It's
but it's got like this big like
Grin or
smile.
like disturbed mascot smile grin.
Ooh, that's accurate.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the eye holes aren't like just round; they're like kind of jagged and square. Like it looks. I will say that mask looks good. I actually like it. That mask could be in like a much bigger budget horror movie, I think, and be
I could
believable.
I could probably make you one on the cheaps.
No, I'd hang that up right over there. Somewhere. I'd hang it up with my my Jason Pandemic mask that I never wore because it was too goddamn heavy.
Yeah, it's
That
sturdy.
Looks Looks heavy.
It was heavy as fuck. I never wore it. Especially if you have glasses. It's impossible with glasses.
Oh, you're just fogging them up?
No, it's because the straps, like this, you can't. Anyway, Cincinnati Jeff knows my pain. He's got one too.
Marshall, are you trying to tell me there's something wrong with the gravitational pull in the future? Because that sounds heavy.
Yes. But it is where Tommy already had kind of like longish hair when we saw him in the hospital. But he wears a shitty blonde wig that gives him long hair.
Actually, it looks like almost like a glow in the dark type mask, like a witch mask that you would get at Spirit Halloween store or something. But it looks like it's almost like a green tint to where it looks like it would glow in the dark.
I hope.
That would be kind of cool.
But we never see him at night.
No,
so
you
we'll
never do.
Find out.
That is one thing about this movie. It all takes place during the day. Mm-hmm. I didn't even think about that till now. Like, this entire movie takes place during the day.
There's like one night scene.
Yes, it's the sit on my face, big boy.
Yeah, they go to bed in Cammy or one night, but nothing happens at night. Everything happens during the day, which is weird for a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't afford to shoot at night, I guess, for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, they
pretty
could have
sure
gone
they
day
shot
to
this
night.
whole movie in one day.
I think they did too.
That's a safe bet. Yeah, it's like, well, everybody's schedule's synced up, so we just got to knock it out, guys.
So we go to the girl walking through the woods, and like I said, Tommy pops up. Nope, I'm sorry. The girl's walking around. Tommy pops up from behind a tree. Of course, she thinks it's her boyfriend again, until Tommy slices her on the arm with a machete. She screams, runs away.
That's committing to the bit.
Yep. Tommy chases after her, but then he just pops up in front of her.
Out of nowhere.
Because horror movie teleportation and all.
Absolutely.
Stabs her in the stomach with a machete.
You say
killing her.
stomach. I think she did like the, it's between my gut and armpit. Also, she's
Oh,
got
she's dead. Let me get that in before I forget. She's dead now.
Would that also count as death number 4, the baby?
Well, it just depends what trimester, and if that's even, not to get all political, but yeah, fuck it, that baby's dead.
The baby, it's a baby.
Man, fuck that baby. Don't actually fuck that baby.
I think so bad. I didn't think she was actually pregnant.
I don't think she was pegging either.
I think she was just saying, I'm going to tell him I'm pregnant to fuck with him. Like that kind of, but if she is pregnant, then, ooh, that's dark.
Yeah.
I mean, she had a thick ass, though.
I counted it as number
Damn,
4,
I think
baby.
She wasn't a bad looking girl compared to most of the rest of this cast.
Yikes.
Whoa.
The best looking girl is the bird watcher's wife later. She's probably the best looking girl.
Yeah,
in this movie.
dude.
Well, Kate Witt's not terrible for her age either. I will say that.
What, 78? Because she had to get out of her fucking wheelchair in between takes to hobble on set like a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic.
No, that's Grandma. We'll get to her later.
Oh.
Now we cut to our main group of fodder trying to set up a tent. And this, like, is, as you can gather, guys, this is one ugly group of people.
My
Yes.
God.
And I'm not sure if they're like 30 and 40-year-olds trying to be 20-year-olds, or if they're 34-year-olds who just dress like trashy teenagers. Like,
I'm right
I'm
here,
not
Marshall.
sure which
You don't
way
have to
they're
make fun of
going.
me.
You know,
I'm not sure either. The whole cast of characters is like, okay, you're in, you can do it. Okay. Who can do this movie with us? Go ahead and just, whoever can come, just come.
I feel like
Whoever's free on this weekend.
this
come
is
on.
a drastic recast. Like, our first 3 options are out. The only dude I'm rooting for in this movie is kind of I'd say the dumb guy, but they're all fucking dumb.
Everybody in this every person in this cast, every character has zero. They're all the fucking same. They're all identical.
I think the dude with the glasses and the trucker hat, he is the only one that stands out for me.
He looked like he could fit the role.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The rest of them were like,
So
nah.
we have
Right.
2 stoners, and then we have 2
Dude, they're
girls.
all stoners.
You basically, but I'm just like, this is like these characters. Like, if I'm gonna relate this like video game terminology, like, they're like if you have a video game character, but they're all the same person. You just have different skins. They're all the same character. You just slap on a different skin. That's
Okay.
what these people are like. Like, they have zero differential in personality at all. Basically, they're just this. There's nothing to these people.
And this blonde, Tina,
Grandma.
Tina?
I call her Grandma.
Yeah.
she's born in 1962. This
Yep.
bitch is seriously 60 years plus old.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like a Jamie Lee Curtis flaunted if you... Okay, well,
No.
maybe Jamie Lee's looking a little beef jerky.
Yeah,
now,
I looked
but,
her up. But yeah, Tina, who I just called Grandma, was born in the 60s.
Yeah.
She was actually in pornos in the Great Depression.
So like I said, I really don't know if they're trying to pass off these people as 20-somethings or if they're,
No
like
clue.
40, 50-year-olds just who dress like they're still in their 20s.
That is a great question.
what
I was
is
trying
her-
to figure that out the whole time. I'm like, what?
trying to-
Why would any of these people be hanging out together?
Yeah, I don't get
Probably for a shitty horror movie. I think like her skin routine is like get fucking hit with birdshot every night and have like toddlers hang on your fucking I'm done.
it. All right. So, like I said, there's 5 of them right now. 2 more of them will show up. So that's 7 people in all. And they have one tiny little fucking tent.
Yes.
One dinky tent
There's
for
nothing
7
in it,
people.
Nothing in it either.
No, there's not. No sleep. They have no sleeping bags, no cooler, no grill, no camping supplies. Like for one fucking tent for them to go on a camping retreat.
Hey, at least they had a fucking tent.
They did have at least one tent.
What was that? With the shit? Thanksgiving, right? We did Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They didn't even have fucking tents.
Well, turkeys sold them into slavery or something. Anyway, so are we at the part where the dude's like, "You want to get high?"
Oh yeah, we're right there.
Pulls up that.
Tina offers to show them her tits if they set up the tent.
So
fast
she lifts
enough.
up her shirt and they roll out and slap her knees. Could you help me fold them back up? Her tits are
Oh,
easy.
there's the sleeping bag.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say her tits are easier to put away than setting up the tent. You just twist the nipple and roll up.
It's like a shade.
Another thing I want to mention is
Well played.
Again, just how cheap they went on their props. So Angela, who's played by Greta Volkova, who we mentioned earlier, she's the main girl in Sharkenstein. First of all, I gotta say she has put on some weight since we see her since Sharkenstein. Because in Sharkenstein, she was kind of skinny, decent looking girl.
She the one who plays Angela.
Yes.
Okay.
But now she is quite the
Voluptuous.
Yes.
the spare tire
Rotund.
muffin top going on.
Right.
Well, if you want to be a dick about it.
Yeah, she has had a rough few years since Sharkenstein, I gotta say. Anyway, Angela's quote unquote reading a wrestling magazine, and by wrestling magazine I mean a white piece of paper folded in half and handwritten in various colored pen, and they slapped like a couple 5x7 pictures of Roxy on the front and back. Like, this is by far the laziest and cheapest prop I've ever seen in any of the movies we've ever covered. Like, I'm serious. This is like grade school level shit. It's just fucking embarrassing. Like, if I was her and the director told me to hold it, I'd be like, no, I'm not holding. This is the stupidest. Nobody would be holding this thing.
Can I hold a phone book and just pretend?
Yeah, it's terrible.
No, I heard you call her Rocky earlier.
Roxy.
Are you referring to her fucking mouth? Because
Oh, you mean, well, we cut to Chuck and Roxy now driving to camp. To the campground. Roxy is looking at an old picture of herself in another cheaply employee-made wrestling magazine.
Yeah, did you see this? It's again a folded piece of paper, and it's almost like they just printed out images of her.
Yeah,
at like an independent show or
yes,
some shit.
that's what I'm saying. I would say that's what I'm saying. This one's slightly better because they did get actual like wrestling. What could be considered wrestling photos,
Right?
So yeah, Roxy was a professional
But it was
wrestler.
printed out on like a home printer.
Yes,
in fucking 2003 via AOL.
yeah.
Let me jump back real quick. So the whole time the gang is like, "Oh yeah, Roxy, we're a big fan," and Chuck
sucks.
Yeah.
ruined her wrestling career by what? Taking I don't know.
They don't know, but so I will say Roxy does at least look like she could be a wrestler because she's a thick girl.
What,
She
'cause
is
she's
thick.
fucking taken a steel chair to the teeth a couple times?
Yeah, she's kind of mannish too, but I would say fuck this poor girl's teeth. Look
Why
like
would you shoot her at that angle?
Exactly, because her teeth look like they went through a garbage disposal.
Yeah,
They
why
are
wasn't she
bad.
driving? She should have been driving.
Yeah,
With her mouth?
No, but if she had been driving, then
yeah, they should never have shot her
Would've been
from the
this
left
side.
side.
Her mouth looks like fucking Potato Head from Mrs. Claus up in this shit. It looks like somebody just took all her teeth out, put them in a fucking sock with a bar of soap, beat them against the wall, and like, here you go, madam, your teeth.
Her teeth look like the guy who got curb stomped in American History X.
ooh, going back to the curb stomp.
Yeah,
How do I do that sound effect?
I don't know, but I don't
I
want.
did listen to Willy's Wonderland, so
All in all, that movie was aight.
The movie was fun. So now I want to go, like I say, a small. I guess I want to talk about the wrestling mags because I could get it. They're funny because the pictures of the one Roxy's holding looks legit. It looks like her in wrestling gear, in a wrestling ring, and holding up like various championship belts.
it looks like more of a memoir for her, like a little
Like a photo
look at
album
the
type
old
thing.
times.
Yeah.
This is when my bottle was
But
tight.
so I looked at the actress to see if she was a wrestler, but I could not find any information on her being an actual professional
She
wrestler.
went under an alias, Marshall. Her name's Rocky Road.
Well, I looked up Roxy Rumble. It's not a real wrestler name. That's just something for this movie. And I looked up the actress's name. I couldn't find anything about her being a wrestler either. So if she's not a real wrestler, and these aren't like real pictures that they use of her, that means they put that much effort into making these pictures look legit, getting wrestling gear, finding her a wrestling ring, and a crowd to sit around the wrestling ring, guardrails, and large enough building to host all this, and a championship belt. And then I'm like, why the fuck then did they chimp out on this cheap, shitty excuse for a wrestling magazine that Angela's holding? This blew the whole budget on these pictures. I'm like, just get a fucking copy of PWI and slap your pictures in it. It's not. Why? I don't. That's crazy to me.
All right.
This is the mountain you're standing on.
All right.
No, but this is the
This
first
is the hill you decided to
You're taking those bullets
in this movie.
Okay, safe bet. I feel this movie has a big old dick slap a jersey on it, and somehow there is some wrestling tied into this. So
There's
that's
some
why
wrestling in there somewhere. It doesn't come till later. But yeah.
Fuck. And also, I checked out her IMDb. She was a stunt double in the movie called The Dentist.
Ironic.
She has really bad teeth. Shame.
Yeah,
Shame.
she was a stunt person.
She flossed with barbed wire.
She went to Mick Foley School of Wrestling.
Oh God.
See, now you got me doing it.
See, you're welcome.
All right, back to the movie. Chuck and Roxy, they talk later. Chuck is not looking forward to hanging out with Roxy's Pothead fan club.
Right.
She gets upset, saying they're also her friends. He apologizes, saying he's under a lot of stress because it's been really hard finding them bookings lately. So we also learned that Chuck is also a professional wrestler as well.
Yes.
What do you think his wrestling
and her
name
booker.
is?
And the booker, yeah.
What do you think his wrestling name is?
Oh, he tells us.
He
later.
tells us later.
Oh, for real? No, I was gonna make a shit.
No,
joke,
make a
but-
shit
Oh,
joke
go ahead.
then. Go ahead.
Done flap, because this shit done flap over. Well, I don't know.
All right.
Oh, come on. I thought you had something. Thank you.
Hey, they can't all be gold. Well, she looks like she
Sit
flossed
in the
with
corner.
an M80.
Sit in the corner.
I'm turning
for
your mic off. Your mic's off. You're done. We cut back to Lewis in his office now, talking to a guy named Wyatt. Okay, I did write down his name.
Yeah.
Wyatt keeps calling Lewis old man, which is fucking weird because Wyatt looks like he's older than Lewis.
He does.
Graduated in the same class.
Yeah. Now, Wyatt, I think, is supposed to be is like a bounty hunter or a hitman.
I would say.
one of the two, or both.
And how does Dr. Lewis know this guy?
That's never made clear. He's like, hey, come on.
Would he
That's
just,
like Dr. Loomis knowing Creighton Duke,
yeah.
which
Did he-
I would love to see that movie.
would he just look up like Hitman wanted, Craigslist probably?
Craigslist hitman,
Stone
probably.
Cold Steve Austin stunt doubles. I mean, fuck. Stone Cold probably does his own stunts anyway. Anyway.
Lewis, Lewis hires Wyatt to track down and take out Tommy, and Lewis keeps calling Tommy pure evil. I'm like, God, the Halloween ripoffs are strong with this one.
Yes, they
I've
are.
seen that in something.
Because
Where did that come from?
Oh, Halloween 3.
It's evil.
Evil, pure evil.
Pure evil.
Michael!
You do it much better than I could.
I shot him. I took several shots of fireball during this episode.
6 shots. I took 6 shots.
Did somebody order shots?
All right, there you go. Back to the main group, setting up their
Hold on.
Okay.
Wyatt
go
has
ahead.
something to say. He extorts pretty much Dr. Lewis for like $10,000.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
To hunt down and kill Tommy.
Mike.
He says his ass is grass and I'm the lawnmower.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh
At
my
what
god.
point did that ever sound cool? Did he get that from Roddy Piper's fucking cool book to say, or cool shit to say?
Oh, he's got another one later when he shows up at a camp. Another fucking line
and
like
it
that.
is lame as fuck.
You want to mention anything about? He says a lawnmower.
Oh no,
No.
no,
All right,
Nope,
cool.
nope.
So 2 weeks ago, yes. Now, no.
Not so much.
Back
Do
to
you
the,
think it was the swastika carving thing? Did I tank that?
we cut back to the main group, still setting up the tent. As they talk about how excited they are for Roxy to show up,
Allegedly.
and we learned that some of them, Cody especially, don't like Chuck and blame him for ruining Roxy's career. At this point, Roxy and Chuck pull up to join the others. There's some chit chat till Cody says, "Let's smoke this big old bag of weed." And he pulls out a Ziploc baggie with weed in it, only saying it's a big bag full of weed is an insult because there's like one bud in there and it's pretty much empty.
I think he had 2 buds.
2 buds.
It's a half a little ass piece of fucking joint up
Yeah.
in this bag.
If it
Big
would have
old
rolled
bag
the
of weed. There's like one blood.
if it would have rolled the joint, I would have been shocked.
I'm not like Professor Weedamahall or anything, but I know a bag of weed when I see it.
And that ain't a bag of
And
weed.
I didn't see it.
But everyone cheers like it's a fucking kilo or something like that. They make plans to go to a local bar later that night. Now we get some shots of Tommy walking around as Angela and the other blonde woman, like I said, I just called Grandma. I guess what was her name? Tina.
Chunkules and Grandma. Gotcha.
Graham. Decide to go walk around and explore. And they talk about how hot they are and how sexy they are, and I bet they can get the guys.
Did they get the memo from the 70s, that telegram that just showed up? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's nice to have an ego, but you got to live in the real world, too.
Yeah, but they're like, I bet the guys wouldn't last 1 minute with us if we had, we're so hot.
Before my hip got broke. And I just super glued my pussy together like it's Legos or something. I don't know. Oh, God.
So they head off together, and we get scenes of them at various other locations on the campgrounds. There's an old barn, an outhouse, and an old cabin. Tommy's lurking about, and as we hear him breathing.
I see you ready, Chris. Go ahead.
I gotta say, I love this rundown cabin.
Oh my God, the fucking lawn is mowed.
It's greatly mowed lawn. It's immaculate condition, brightly painted. Firewood's all nicely stacked up out front. It's beautiful. It's small, but it's really nice.
He's talking about how this place is in ruins.
Yeah.
Dilapidated.
Everything's like upkept, is so pristine.
So did you notice the giant above ground pool though that was all wrapped in like?
That's I was actually going to that because they walk to other buildings, which is they say is practically destroyed because the whole campsite has fallen in disrepair since the mass murders years ago. And again, that's where I talking. There's this house that they see walk by, and there's like this giant. It's in great condition by the way. And there's this above ground pool right there. Like, yeah, it looks so
standing
terrible.
right next to this like garden. It's all fenced in and like immaculate. Everything's
Flowers are
painted
blooming.
really nice. I'm like, I actually want to go to this place. I want to go hang out there. This looks awesome.
There's Disney cartoon birds and fucking deer prance. The only thing that is desolated and destroyed is Tina's fucking pussy.
Oh. I wouldn't give him that. I wouldn't give him that one. He's got much better in him.
You're only making me stronger.
Don't encourage him.
I was trying to give him a little pat.
Oh, that is low hanging fruit, and he does not deserve a clap.
All right, I take it back.
Nachos, bad.
Bad nachos.
Shame.
Shame.
I already have the power.
All right, one more like that, you're going to the flagellation station.
I'm Catholic, baby. That only makes my dick stronger.
So next we get a close-up shot of Tommy as he watches him, and I want to talk about Tommy for a minute because, like I said, at first we dig the outside mask.
Yes.
The long wig, he's wearing this mask and a long wig with a red plaid shirt and overalls, which is fine for a low-budget indie killer.
I love Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah, Part 2. The problem is, I'm not going to talk all about it till later, but the problem is the fake face mask underneath the hockey-like mask.
Oh,
because he's wearing this ridiculous, like, paper mache, silly putty looking mask that's supposed to be his deformed face.
Right.
Oh, for real?
There's like one eye missing.
But yeah, so
but then you can actually see his real eyes.
Yes, thank you. Because first of all, it's so bad. Like his forehead of this face mask like sticks up over the hockey mask,
and shit.
And then there's a part that sticks out underneath it, and it's just yellow and wrinkly. But the biggest problem is the fake eyeball that Chris just mentioned that protrudes out the one eye hole of the hockey mask, where the other eye hole is like a crater, and you can see in like the layered mask 1, mask 2, and then the actor underneath.
Yeah.
It's so fucking bad and shitty. It's the worst.
Like you're talking about your Jason pandemic mask that
Yeah.
you couldn't breathe in. Yeah. How is this motherfucker surviving and walking around with all this fucking...
Yeah, and he certainly can't see. It's like a mask on a mask with one eye covered.
And motherfucker already sounds like he's breathing through a mask, so this dude's probably ripping an inhaler in between scenes. Like, am I scary? It's baby your ass and you slime. A better movie.
So, anyway, we jump now to the El Cortez Motel Lounge and Bar where Dr. Lewis and Kate Witt are in a motel room sharing a drink. Lewis says
more rosé in those fancy glasses.
Yeah, they are.
That's nothing but the finest vagina or China.
Lewis says she's so beautiful, and then I bet she could get him to tell her anything, and she responds, "Yep, I bet I could too." And with that, we go on to the most boring and dull sex scenes ever filmed.
I'm pretty sure that does rank right up there with the worst sex scene ever.
It's got to be by far the worst.
You guys haven't seen my sex tape. I'm asleep.
The only thing good about it is her boobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's
Nice
on top
boobs.
of him, and he's just laying there and talking.
Oh, God, you're fuck me.
And like Chris said, I agree. The saving grace of the scene is Kate Witt's tits. Damn, are they fucking great for an older woman. They are magnificent looking.
Absolutely.
On the titometer, what do you guys think?
Oh,
Probably about a good 8, right?
at least a
give it
good
an
8, 9. Yeah. I mean, they
absolutely.
are
She has-
firm. They're still perky-ish. They
She
look
has
great.
stupendous nipple placement.
I don't get her tits for like she's like what 40 in her 40s easily.
Probably.
Look spectacular.
On the bad side of 30, yeah.
Anyway, they're great. So
30's the new 40.
I
Aren't
also-
you on the bad side of 30?
Yeah, you seen these tits? Stupendous nipple placement.
she also, I'm just surprised we even saw tits in this movie. To
Yeah, no
begin with.
doubt,
I
no
was
doubt.
not expecting tits in this level of movie.
Can we get back to the acting though? Because he's supposed to be having sex, right?
Yes. Okay. So the act, Lewis ends up crying during sex for some reason and tells
Just like
her
me.
that Tommy's escaped, and he just starts breaking down, tells her everything.
Well, she threatens not to fuck him anymore.
Yeah.
If he doesn't tell him everything he knows about Tommy.
And which he does, and that causes her to
Yeah.
come. That's
Immediately.
her orgasm. As soon as he starts spilling the beans, she just comes.
Tommy escaped?
Oh, I'm gonna come.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's an interesting mindset to
So,
have.
also, I was surprised by Dr. Lewis's chest tats. Was not expecting those either. on this guy.
He had an iron eagle. I'm like,
He had a bunch
whoa.
of stuff going on.
I
Like,
thought it was
oh.
like tribal or something.
Dude,
like
not
man.
expecting that.
Kid of the 90s, right?
He had an Abbott tramp stamp. Did you guys catch it?
Only a fag would have
Only fags with ABBA tramp stamps.
only a gay homosexual would have dudes blow chunky loads on their Abbott tramp stamps.
So after they're done with the sex scene, she leaves the motel room and then closes the door behind her and stands there in the hallway and goes into a full-blown monologue about how she's going to become rich, breaking this story.
Who is she talking to?
And that she
Herself.
she's talking to herself, and how she would like fuck herself, and I'd fuck me, and it's so awkward and weird because this goes on way longer than it should, and she just stands there almost looking directly into the camera most of the time.
Yeah.
and it's like, what is the point of this?
Hey, fourth wall. Hello.
Yeah,
this is where we find out that we still don't know exactly what this bitch does.
no, we don't.
Deadpool and She-Hulk are like, lady, you spent too much time with the fourth wall. Can we have it back? Comic reference.
Cha-ching. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just fucking weird.
It was weird.
I mean, anybody else have anything to say about it, or should I just move on now?
No, just move on.
All right,
You're right. It goes on
It's
way
way
too
too
long,
long.
and like she's nothing.
All right, we cut to Lewis and Ranger Joe. They're having a drink somewhere now. Here's a little bit of trivia for you Sharkenstein fans. Ranger Joe is wearing the same fucking hat that he wore in Sharkenstein because it says Harbor Patrol on it, not Forest Ranger, not Ranger anything. It says Harbor Patrol. So it's the same hat he wore as Duke in Sharkenstein.
I did watch Sharkenstein. I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ranger Joe tells Lewis's story about about the old camp murders, and he was there.
Whoa.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dr. Lewis explains that he just had sex for the first time in 25 years.
I just had sex.
So he
she
hasn't
was-
had sex since he got the job.
and
taking
she
over
was
town.
beautiful, smart, and young.
And I love her.
2 out
She's
of 3.
older than he is.
2 out of 3,
Yeah, can
but
we get
the
a
wrong
reroll on
way.
this?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know when you're telling your friends, you always got to, stretch the truth a little bit to make yourself look better.
No doubt.
She was young, high, but
Kind of like the writers with this movie.
Yeah,
you know, it is.
exactly.
I'm like, nope, she was 280. Her clit was bigger than my dick. And I think one of those tits was smaller than my head.
So did you fuck China at some point or something?
That pendulous clit.
Damn.
The great balls of China.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no shit.
Was that
China
extra?
Straight has a dick. I mean,
Well, they say the next chick with a big clit, you're introduced with little dicks.
Yeah.
By the way,
X-Pac was
listeners,
down
I'm
there
single.
straight sucking dick. I mean, let's be honest.
Professionalism.
Oh boy. So yeah, Lewis tells the story about how he was there during the original camp murders. and-
Joe.
What did I say?
Rain, you said Lewis.
Lewis? Oh, Dr. Lewis, yeah. Ranger Joe tells Lewis his story. We cut back to the group at the local bar drinking, hanging out, playing some pool. Where we
this
also
is so
meet the
lame.
security guard who is also a cop.
And he's been
apparently.
there the whole fucking time.
They walk in and he's standing there
holding a pool
with
stick.
a pool cue and his hand on his gun.
What are you, a fucking Gamorrean
What?
guard?
There is nobody in this bar.
Nope. He's the only
Nobody.
one.
The bartender ain't even there.
The
Why?
bartender said he's not even a bartender.
Why do we need an armed guard at
Exactly.
the fucking door?
I love it.
Because
It's
people be
hilarious.
stealing those billiard balls.
Yeah.
And
Like,
all they do is walk in and like, woo, we're gonna have fun.
And he's like, hey,
shut that shit
no,
down.
no fun here. This is the no fun zone. No, you ain't having any of that shit.
Right.
You came to the bar to have fun and libations with your
I don't think
compadres?
so.
Unacceptable.
You're fired. All right, that was like getting close to Vince McMahon territory.
Yeah,
right
a little
there.
bit.
Holy shit.
You can kiss my ass.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There we
Holy
go.
shit, did a demon come out of his throat hole? Yeah. Nope, that's Yosemite Sam. And I almost lost my speaking ability.
Chuck gets into an argument with Cody because Cody was touching, like, playing wrestling, like, touching rocks. He's like, don't you touch my wife, and fuck you, I hate you, and blah, blah, blah. And that's the whole scene.
Or I'll put you in my Dunlap. That's his wrestling moves. He puts your head in the flop
Well,
over and then twist your head off.
Well, then she kind of takes Chuck to the side, right?
I think
And
so.
she like tries to calm him down.
Yeah.
And like, hey, if we're real good, well, I'll do that favorite move that you like. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, is that the one where you sit on my face? You know?
Yeah.
He's
Like,
like,
she talked about,
yeah.
I knew you liked the stink face.
oh,
She drops a
she
stink face.
actually says that.
Yep,
And I'm
she
like,
drops a stink face
damn,
reference.
girl.
And then her pussy sprays green mist.
Yeah. Like, damn,
Probably
you gotta call it the stink face. At least take care of yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like,
I don't want no fucking open-faced trout sandwich smashing up on the fucking lady kisser. That's
So
what I call my mouth, the lady kisser.
Next is the shitty flashback sequence of Ranger Joe telling his story to Dr. Lewis, complete with Ranger Joe voiceover. It's bad. It sucks.
and hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ranger Joe
Ranger, yeah.
explains that he was a kid
Yes.
during this time.
Yes.
25 years ago.
The guy's like 60. He would have been in his 40s.
I mean, he is in his late 60s, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks rough.
Yeah, he does.
I can explain it.
If he was a kid and like 25 years ago, he's been smoking 5 packs of fucking Marlboro Reds
In
an hour.
every day for
a day. That's more like 5 packs an hour
Yes,
for
dude.
him to
Yes.
age like 40
Yes.
years.
He's smoking
and just dumping PBR down his throat.
Yeah.
Who does that?
I don't know. What kind of douchebag drinks that beer? I mean,
Douchebag hipsters.
Hipsters and nachos.
I can explain it. There's 2 sons in this camp, so he's aging like fucking Obi-Wan. That's what's going on, boys. And that'll make sense when the show comes out.
Tatooine.
Tatooine, yeah.
Not Dantooine, you know, if brightest sun
Dantooine.
in the system.
Why did they never go to Dantooine? They never use Dantooine. Man. There's so many
if
plants
you-
they never use.
If you've ever been to Dantooine, you don't want. It's like State Park, the planet. State Planet. What?
What about Nar Shaddaa, man? That seems like a party place. That's like the Vegas of Star Wars, right?
No,
Well, let's
fuck
go
that.
there.
I mean,
You
yes,
guys are
sir,
giving
not
some
to shit
deep
on
cuts.
What is up? It's in the Force Unleashed, that game. It's the Circle Planet. They made it.
Most
canon.
plants are circular.
They are.
I'm gonna come over there and suck your. I'm gonna suck this.
I don't know any
Most
plants that
planets are
aren't
a
circular.
sphere.
Spheres,
He's
yeah.
correct.
It's
He's
a
right
ring,
on this.
It's a ring shape. It looks like the Event Horizon, but it's like a party planet or some shit.
You
No.
sure you're not confusing that with Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh no, that's the.
Are you talking about the weird
I
planet?
wanna go to that
The
planet,
Mandalorian was just like a weird.
Yeah,
like,
and that's a callback
ring.
to the Force Unleashed. And I totally want to go to that blowjob robot planet where it snows because I can hang out with the Ravengers, and Jimmy Urine from Mindless Self-Indulgence is there because he is in fact a Ravager.
All right.
We are way off topic.
You're
That's fine
welcome.
with
You
me.
see what happens when you let the ADD take over?
That's why he's here to help break
Oh.
up the monotony of this movie.
Okay.
Should I take? Oh, I didn't take my antidepressants.
I plan this stuff accordingly. So anyway, Lewis, what's I supposed to say? He tells Lewis that he saw what he saw and how he survived the horror deal by hiding up in a tree.
Real talk. This is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Why do they not? The only other horror movie I've seen this in is Hatchet, where 7-Up yours hides up in the tree, and then they coax him down, which was a bad idea.
The funniest thing about this flashback, it was like almost as a series of just like still shots or something, but is the porn-esque shot of Tommy taking a bloody cum shot to the face. Like it was so
Yes.
fucking weird.
Yes.
Like, why is they showing that?
It's slow mo, and it's
It's
like they got a
slow
ketchup
motion.
bottle,
Yeah.
and they're just like squirting. You see him like blinking, like
oh god, it's blasting in his face.
and at that point he is wearing like a Jason like hockey
legit
mask.
hockey mask.
And you can actually see his eyes through it, and it's just like,
no fucking way is this legit. This is the Kmart version.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
it's
hockey
definitely
mask,
the
'cause it has
Kmart version.
Yeah.
Ventricle.
Yeah.
It's like the mask
Yep.
I have hanging up there on the shelf right there. It's like basically that.
that's the one we did at the putt putt.
That
man.
is the one, the putt
I
putt.
got that one on my shelf too.
That's more accurate.
So, but it's the weirdest shot. Like, why is this like bloody cum money shot in
Yeah.
here? It's slow motion.
You just see him like blinking, like
So I also say I think it's hilarious that Dr. Lewis says, "I'm so sorry you had to go through that as a child." Like, again, we talk about child. Are you fucking again? Ranger Joe is in his 60s. He's older than you are,
Way
Dr.
older.
Lewis.
Yeah,
It's
way
like,
older.
What? Whoever casts these movies needs to really be reevaluating their job profession.
You rewrite the script to say it's like cosplay.
Yeah.
Kind of do a costume according to your body, unless you're doing the ironic like Man Fay from fucking Cowboy Bebop, where it's a bigger, hairier, chunky dude, because that's fucking hilarious.
I don't.
Went to the
anime.
Comic-Con this weekend. Saw some decent costumes.
Cool. I do love cosplays.
I pulled off a pretty arrogant asshole
Loki.
Looked
very
pretty good.
Loki
Yeah,
variant.
looking pretty sly.
Saw the Instagram.
Yeah.
Was trying to rig a cape in that mess, but we'll figure it out next.
So we go back to the bar. Cody's ranting to the
Can
group.
we?
Yes. He's ranting to the group about the bullshit that is Rocky married to Chuck, because everyone knows that Roxy loves him, not Chuck. And here we're going to talk about Cody for a minute.
Oh boy, I'll stick around for this.
Because this is one whiny ass bitch motherfucker. His acting is god awful. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm watching a mentally handicapped child whining about something every time he talks.
Did you mean to say retard? Because that's retarded.
Sorry, Aaron, I missed that one, buddy.
You said
They all-
fag.
It's just he's the worst. Everybody in this movie is bad, but he is by far the worst in this movie, and that takes some skill to be that
He
bad.
does kind of talk with a lisp, though, doesn't he?
On top of that, too, Jesus Christ, he's nature's kick me sign. Because
true.
he looks like if you fed the algorithm a couple scripts of Jersey Shore.
We're going back to this joke.
Oh,
The
yeah.
algorithm again.
Oh, yeah.
Let's reel that one back in.
Take two.
And then just casted it into a custom-made Muppet. Because that's what he looks like. He looks like he's from Jersey. He's like, oh, fucking Fred Durst is the best and shit. And fucking, where's this dude's chin?
don't know.
I don't understand him.
He has no chin.
He looks like a fucking hot dog head. He looks like fucking Beaker.
Beaker, yeah, that's Beaker.
Oh, I got a quote later that totally contradicts. I mean,
So
no.
this dude's a boner.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And the fact that I would find it hard to believe that any woman would love this guy.
kind of looks like a bowling pin.
Fucking yes. Motherfucker looks like a Jersey bowling pin with a Fred Durst hat. Yeah.
Or what were those little things that look like bowling pins? You would squeeze them and like the
Stressed
eyes
out.
would
The eyes would pop out,
and
stress-
the ears
yeah.
would
Little stressed out.
Yeah, that's
That's
him.
fucking accurate. Just draw bad facial hair on it. God, let's market that.
With his backwards New York Giants hat and
Is
all
it
that.
backwards? It's like backwards and sideways.
It's backwards, but a little off kilter.
He's wearing a tank top and some jorts.
Jorts. Yeah.
Dude, like, I don't have good looking arms, and I'm not here to. Actually, in comparison, my arms look fucking awesome compared to his fucking douche.
He's
noodles.
a doughy guy who should not be wearing a tank top.
But he's got a fucking peggant and gunt and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
So since we're talking about people, let's take a moment to discuss the other two guys. We have Fred and Jay. Both of them are white trash stoner types. Both have long black hair. What separates them is their animal shirt. Fred wears a sweet white tiger wolf shirt. Or, I'm sorry, white trash wolf shirt with his sleeves rolled up. And Jay wears a sweet white trash white tiger shirt with a sleeveless white denim vest.
Is that the other guy's name, Jay?
Yep.
Oh, man.
So let me.
Jay looks like he's in his 40s, while Fred is the only one who looks like he's maybe in his
Age
20s.
appropriate.
Maybe
age
late
appropriate.
20s, yeah.
Okay, Jay is probably more in his 50s, maybe. mid to late 50s.
I'm rooting for the other
yeah.
guy. And also, he should have had the 3-wolf moon shirt, because that's where it's at.
Well, it had 3 wolves. It had a big wolf in the middle, and it had like other smaller wolves off to the side.
Okay, that's good.
So it had 3 wolves.
Yeah, there was an era when the 3-wolf moon shirt was a thing, like ironically. And also Charlie from It's Always Sunny wears one. So I've seen versions where it's like it's Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat on there kind of shit, and then it's the moon, which, and if that isn't real,
That's kind of
somebody
funny.
give me money.
So they all leave the bar, head back to the campsite where they roast marshmallows. This is the only night scene in the entire movie.
Yes.
And where Fred starts telling the story of Camp Murder and Tommy. Drunk Chuck calls bullshit on the story.
8 beers! I call that a Tuesday, bitch. Step up.
Nachos is like 8 beers deep on a Tuesday before 4.
That's right. At work. And I'm doing better than I ever have. I'm like, let me talk to the fucking CO. It's like you're screaming at the urinal again. It's like, whatever. I'm going to piss on him.
Near the end of the story, Cody leaps out from behind a tree wearing a cheap department store Halloween mask and a black cape.
I've seen this movie. It's called
Every horror movie
The
ever.
Burning.
Right.
Friday the 13th Part 2.
Choose one.
Choose your disadventure.
And at this point, we're skipping over the rest of the scene because it doesn't matter.
No.
I'm
This
sorry.
is where she gives him the old stink face
Oh, yeah.
in the tiny tent
In the tiny tent. So
that they
Roxy
all
and
have
Chuck,
to share.
2 people take over the tent for
Yeah.
7. It's ours now, fuckers. You're
Yeah.
sleeping outside.
No, Marshall, you said it didn't matter?
Oh, you want the rock? It doesn't matter. There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you.
So her butthole is giving him the rock, the America, or the people's
eyebrow?
Thank you. There's a joke there. With our powers combined, we can make a ha-ha.
We cut to the next day, and we jump to a married couple out bird watching in the forest. There's not much to say about this. Tommy pops up, kills the man by stabbing him in the stomach with a machete.
Did you notice though?
The bird?
Well,
Bird.
he's like looking through binoculars. He's like, oh, never seen so many birds. And what is that? She like, have you
It's
ever
like it's
seen
the
this
one,
bird?
bush tit.
Bush tit.
Yeah, they focus. The name of the
And
bird
he's
is
like,
bush tit.
oh no, and she like rolls her eyes. I'm like, okay, was that supposed to be a sex joke or something?
No, it's
Like,
because she has hairy
rather be-
areolas.
She'd rather be banging than watching birds.
Yeah, I guess
Wait,
whatever that was lost.
Does that mean she's going to put her nipple in his asshole? Bush tit, I can only assume she has hairy areolas.
Maybe.
And if
Maybe
you
a
were
bush
sponsored
and
by a
tit.
podcast, we get into that.
okay.
But, you know, moving on. Yeah, not podcast.
But then like he's looking through the binoculars again. Up pops Tommy.
Yep.
And then he drops the binoculars, but when it goes back to Tommy, it's still in the binoc fucking point of view. Oh, you dropped the binoculars though.
And then a Tuscan Raider shows up. And it's just him looping again. And,
I'm like, what is this?
it's the two sons.
I
at
must have looked
Camp-
away. I didn't notice that one. That's a good catch.
It's
I
the
like
two
it.
sons that can't murder. It's a lot like Tatooine.
Then
Then they go to the Tashi station.
Yeah.
We get more
Tommy
mouth blood,
Tommy
though.
stabs the bird watching or something with a machete. The girl screams, runs away. As she runs, I do like this. The camera changes like the close up head on shot of her running, but it's plainly and clearly obvious that it's just the actress
She's obviously
holding the camera, like
Yeah.
taking a selfie while running and screaming.
She's holding like an iPhone and
Yeah.
running.
Are we talking
While
like
trying to keep herself in frame as she runs.
Right.
Are we talking like Smashing Pumpkins 1979 kind of
Yes,
shit?
very similar.
But somebody actually had like production value involved with their shit, and
Yeah.
then we're stuck with this movie.
I think that music video is better than this shot, obviously.
Actually, that song and video is pretty dope.
So she runs and hides behind a tree, but of course the teleporting Tommy pops up right behind her, stabs her in the back with a machete, and
good at
kills
that.
her. And I've been forgetting my Castlevania. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter. So let's move on.
By the way, we're up to
I
death
give myself
number,
it doesn't matter on that one.
We're up to death number 5 and 6.
Yeah. So, well, yeah.
If you count the baby.
There, it's done.
If you count the
Who
baby.
needs an orange whip?
I don't even know what that is.
Orange whip? Oh, you're good. They're called alcoholic beverages.
Oh. I will definitely need another one. Oh, of course. I got one from Chris. I will take that Rocky Mountain. Chris Spring, Rocky Mountain spring water. So we go back to Dr. Lewis now, who is still with Ranger Joe. Ranger Joe has taken Lewis to the house of Tommy's mother.
And I got another little problem here, right?
Okay.
So, 25 years, right?
Right.
Dr. Lewis has been with Tommy.
Okay.
25 years.
Yep.
Never met Tommy's mom yet.
Yeah.
This is the
That's a
first
great
time.
point. Yeah.
This is the first time Dr. Lewis
And also means the mom's never gone and visited her son
Ever?
in 25 years.
ever.
She don't drive.
I mean, I figured if you're the doctor, you're gonna at least look up the family, right? Hey,
Yeah.
man, is there anything in the past
Family
that may
history.
have anything at all?
Yeah.
Do you want to come? Can we talk about this? Can we try to help your son? Worst doctor ever.
That is a great. I can't believe I skipped that. I not skip it, but I didn't pick up on it. You're right. That is a great point.
I'm pretty
Fucking
sure
love
your
it.
mind was numb.
I think so,
At this
'cause-
point, and we're not even 30 minutes.
You
want to
know how many times I've watched this movie this last week?
I'm sorry,
Like
Marshall.
7.
Yikes.
Because here's here's what I was trying to do. Because I was trying to make my note taking process easier, and I could remember the movie better.
How? You watched this 7 times.
Maybe even more than that. Because like I would just put on my laptop on like an endless loop, so it's always playing while I was doing other stuff. So I kind of like learn by osmosis, kind of suck it in.
I think what happened is you actually lost brain cells.
I think I did. I
Marshall,
think I
do
did.
you need the suicide hotline number? Because I fucking have it.
I think we should just put it on a Sharpie down here. Right there.
No
right
doubt,
there below
no
that.
doubt.
right here,
Right
with
there.
my spare side.
Yeah.
Like we on the Here Comes the Spooky podcast, shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
We talk about how Dr. Loomis is not a great doctor, but Dr. Lewis is a professional fucking moron.
Agreed.
Also, I forgot I have smushies from last time we were here.
Yes.
I
So
love
that's a
Smush
great point by Chris there about Tommy's mom. But we meet Joe
Tommy's mom
wishes Lewis luck, and he
died.
leaves and heads back as Lewis heads up to the house. Lewis knocks on the door. Tommy's mom answers, and fuck this woman.
Whoa.
Fuck her so much because she's so goddamn annoying. Her acting is atrocious, and the way she talks is ear splitting to me. She tells her that Tommy's doctor, he says, I'm Tommy's doctor and I want to help him, and wants Tommy's mom to help him in doing so and to help track him down. I have more rant about her later, which I'm going to hold off. I'm going to try to hold off on later because goddamn, I hate this woman. But Chris, it looked like you had something to say here real quick.
No. You've said everything that I'm thinking.
All right. Nachos, they end up at the end of the table.
You don't like how she talks? Then don't
Why
you
she
need-
talk?
Why she talk? Why she talk?
Why she talk?
Man, that would probably look really good on a t-shirt.
That would look good. Like a Why She Talk t-shirt. That would
Yeah,
be
where can I
great.
get that from?
You know what?
What?
You're in luck because you can get a Why She Talk t-shirt on horriblehorrorpodcast.com merch page.
What?
Yeah. You can get in multiple colors and sizes and fonts.
Oh, my.
You can even get one with the image of Tina herself on there. Tiffany.
Lady Brad Pitt?
Tiffany herself.
Oh, speaking of, real quick, because have you guys been watching Freddy's Nightmares? It's on Tubi now.
It is on Tubi. I've
No.
not watched them yet.
Dude, I've been burning through them. Horror movie alumni. Brad Pitt is in an episode. Fucking
Really?
Lori Petty. Fucking dude, the first episode. Marshall's gonna be like, God damn it, I'm trying to get through this fucking.
No,
episode.
by all means. Just
Okay.
like, go. I'm drinking my beer.
And yeah, let's give him some time to shine real quick. Dude, so like fucking it is Laura Park Lincoln from Friday the 13th part VI. And then it's
VII.
also Tom McLaughlin's wife from Friday the 13th part VI in the same episode. This show's actually kind of get it, boy.
I feel like I may have heard this on another podcast already.
Oh, that's weird. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Dude, Freddy's Nightmare is actually a pretty good show because it'll be like, I think they're about like roughly 45 minutes with commercial breaks makes it an hour. But Tubi doesn't do the OG, like, you know, a commercial every 5 minutes kind of
You know
shit.
what
No.
show sucked though?
Tubi's
What's that?
awesome.
That I hated as a kid.
Friday the 13th show.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because it was the Halloween 3 of TV shows for me. And I say that
You
as
notice
not,
I wear my Halloween
I know
3
you both-
t-shirt here
I'm
just
well
to
aware of
troll
that.
you a little
with
bit.
the
I know.
holy...
and I say that is not because, well, yeah, Halloween 3 and B is still a bad movie, but because
Wrong.
of the whole fact, I'm as a kid, I'm like, oh, Friday the 13th, fuck yeah, TV show, yeah, let's watch. I fucking know Jason. And it has nothing to do with Jason. He's never
At all,
like, I was so
whatsoever.
pissed as a kid.
And
That's why
Halloween 3 is a great movie. Tom Atkins is a treasure.
Tom Atkins is overrated. Get off his job. Get off his job.
Underrated. Tom, steal your motherfucking...
Cincinnati Jeff is about to teleport here.
That's right.
Out of
Tommy
nowhere.
Port. Tommy Port.
Good.
and punch you right in the mouth.
What did we just watch with Tom Atkins in it?
Tom Atkins' mustache
Night of the
could
Creeps.
beat your
Night
ass
of the
right.
fucking Creeps, dude, which is a much
I know. I
better
really want
movie.
to watch that movie. I've never seen it.
I just wanted to get my pins in the sequence of your shizzle.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
All right. Well,
No, I'm not done getting off topic. Smoke break? What? That's what I heard.
So we cut back to Roxy waking up in their tent. She leaves the sleeping Chuck and goes to talk to Cody. They have a secret meetup where they confess their love for each other.
Oh, Cody, my love!
And
Oh,
they
man, this
decide
is
that
where
they're
it's at.
going to team up to kill Chuck and make it look like an accident by pushing him
You know
off
what?
the dock.
Give it 5 years, and Chuck's gonna take care of
All
himself.
right,
Yeah.
Nachos, calm down. Can I get a real quote here, real quick? Okay.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
Cody's professing his love for Roxy, and she's like, "Oh, I love you too."
I'm hung like a thing. Yeah,
He's
go ahead.
like a...
She's like,
Go ahead.
No, that's Chris.
she says something like, "Oh, why do I love you so much?" He says, "I'm hung like a horse," and he flexes.
Flexus, yeah.
And he's hung like a field mouse, and I'm like, "What?
Uh-huh.
What?
Yeah.
Crickets? No,
Crickets
nothing?
again. Yeah, Cody's terrible.
What the fuck? I mean, he is like the worst."
He is the worst.
You know what? Maybe that dude is fucking piping some dong or something. But
I would hope so. I mean, that's all he's
God
got going on. For him.
damn, dude. Fucking AIDS. Just,
What?
Yeah, so the whole plan is they're gonna lure Cody onto a dock and push him into the water because he can't swim and let him drown. And that's kind of a big point to remember for later. That he can't
Exactly.
swim.
Exactly.
Remember that.
Yes.
But like I said, fuck Cody and his acting. He's the worst. He's a whiny fucking bitch. I hate him. He needs to go. I got a burp. I'm sorry. Meanwhile,
Marshall.
Ranger Joe meets up with Fred, Jay, and the rest of the group. He takes their bag of drugs from them, saying this is my campground. You don't do drugs here. But he gives them a pass this time and warns them if he comes back and finds them with more drugs, they'll be in big trouble and have to pay a fine. Ranger Joe gets on his four-wheeler ATV, drives off.
His ass to mouth, yeah.
After he drives away, everyone's upset.
Well, he pats himself on the back too and says, "I don't have to buy. I haven't bought drugs in 15 years."
Yep.
When he was 65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone looks upset. That he took the weed, but then Jay pulls out a bag of corn pops. Saying that he didn't get everything.
That's what it looks like.
It's like corn pop.
It's like a
Lemonade
bag
Mike
of
and
pills. Like,
Ike's.
what is that? Is that
Lemon Mike and Ike's. Yeah.
is that
He's like,
antibiotics?
nobody's going to have
What
high
is
blood
that?
pressure on this trip. God damn this fucking movie.
We cut back to Ranger Joe driving through a giant open field.
Absolutely.
Again, keep this in mind because this is very important. Tommy passes right in front of the camera and right in plain sight of Ranger Joe.
Yes.
Okay.
You hold it. You hold it. Ranger Joe
let him have
slams
his
on the
moment.
brakes because he nearly runs over Tommy. He's that close to him.
Oh yeah, he's like 20 feet away. I mean,
Yeah.
so.
He gets off.
He's gonna
He
get
gets off the
the-
ATV. He looks around for Tommy, who I guess now has the powers of invisibility because he fucking vanishes into thin air.
teleportation, Marshall.
Because remember, like, it's a giant open field. Ranger Joe gets off the ATV, walks around some, still looking for Tommy, who's nowhere to be found. This scene is so fucking infuriating. Seriously, movie, explain to me how in the blue fuck does your killer walk directly in front of the camera and directly in front of a main character in a giant open field with nowhere to fucking hide, yet completely disappear literally 1 second later?
Marshall,
How?
breathe.
Nachos,
Hey.
go.
All right.
Do you
so,
feel better? Hold on.
I
Hold
feel
on.
better.
Hold on.
I'm taking my beer.
Nachos. Let
Okay.
I'm
Breathe.
Let him breathe.
I'm
You're,
Let him
you're
breathe.
redder. You're redder than my dickhead right
him
now.
breathe.
Okay. So
I'm good.
It's obvious. Tommy slipped on the fucking ring and turned invisible.
What ring is that?
The ring. I'm sorry, the cloak of invisibility. Because you'll notice his machete or big knife, they call it several times, started glowing blue, so he knew there was a cop around. And then on top of that, this is obviously a
the
fucking
ring.
Yeah.
So
my
now,
bad,
so now you're coming off a horror and you're going to Lord of the Rings. I mean, what are we doing here? Come on.
Well,
Continuity. Nachos.
This is when we start. Sorry.
You'll
that's
learn.
Marshall's-
You'll learn Nacho's thought process. You'll eventually catch on to where he's.
And I'm
going.
gonna pick up on something from 2 weeks ago and finish it next week.
Yeah.
And this is obviously homage to Friday the 13th Part 2. It's a scene where the cop who doesn't drive is driving a Pontiac that isn't a cop car, and then Jason runs in front of the road, but he starts it. Anyway, this movie's just ripping off better movies. And
Thank you.
because this movie is...
There you go.
Oh, boy.
All right. My blood pressure's come down a little bit now.
They do a
good.
better parody in this Zeke the Plumber Salute Your Shorts episode than they do in this fucking movie.
Did you just pull us?
Where
can I watch Salute Your Shorts?
I have a on Paramount.
I don't know.
Don't in this totally legal site. I will give you a link to.
Sweet.
Yes,
My boy.
It's legal.
Nachos McWhirl.
And I have my Zeke the Plumber costume in the car always.
Shit.
So Ranger Joe gets back on his ATV to drive
you would
away.
Make a perfect Zeke the Plumber. Actually.
And then
I
the
do. I'll show you
motherfucking magical ninja Tommy pops up behind him,
the Green Ranger?
slits Ranger Joe's throat with the machete. The ATV drives
ketchup.
away, with Ranger Joe still sitting on it for a bit before he falls off of it dead.
And I would honestly say probably the worst
He
effect.
is now dead. Yeah, go ahead.
The worst effect of the movie. The worst.
It might be. Most of them are pretty. I don't know.
They've
There's more
all
coming.
been really bad,
As
but this
far
one.
as practical effects go, can we just take a break? Just take a break for a minute.
You know what? We yeah, we'll take a quick break here for a second. All right, guys, we're back. We had to take a quick break to kind of let our blood temperature, our blood pressure, thank you, come down and take a break. So, but we're back, and apparently Nachos had to step away for a while. He had some important Nachos business to take care of. But but surprise, Aaron showed up. Aaron's here. So Aaron, why don't you get back on the mic and say hi?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody been doing and shit like that?
Damn, Aaron, you came out of nowhere.
I know, dude. I'm full of surprises and shit.
Was not expecting. I'm glad to have you back. It's wonderful to have you back here.
Well, don't let it go to your head. I'm only gonna be here for a minute, and I got bit by a Muppet, so I'm kind of sounding a little more Muppetish than usual.
It looks infected, actually.
Yeah.
You should go get that looked at.
Well, I don't know.
Tell you what, we have some feet pics for you to go, rummage through in the back there.
Oh shit, man! I'm about to get your toe up.
All right. Well, Aaron's gonna go look at some feet pics. On, hey, Nachos, you're coming back in.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm walking down steps.
Hey, Nachos, welcome.
I'm here.
You just missed Aaron. He went in the back to jerk off some feet pics real
I
quick.
love that guy.
Yeah, he's busy now. I would not go in there.
No, ooh.
Not go in
Somebody
there.
spill some clam chowder? Oh.
Shut up, Nachos.
So dumb.
To be young again. Like these actors in this movie.
Also,
What
Melissa,
they're saying anyway.
Melissa, if you ever hear this, let Aaron wear the Blood Hook T-shirt. Come on,
let me wear the
let him wear the
t-shirt.
shirt.
Yeah, let him wear the t-shirt.
All right. Anyway, let's get back to the movie. Let's finish this
Do
up.
we have to?
Yeah, sadly we do.
All right.
So next, the bounty hunter / hitman, I think his name was Wyatt. He arrives at the campground. He gets out of his SUV, and this time he has a great quote of, I'm sure Chris probably wrote this, so I'll let Chris take this one.
I did. He said, I'm here to kick some ass and smoke some grass, and I'm all out of grass.
Yep.
Whoa.
That is a very
That
unique,
old-
original.
That old chestnut just pulled that right out of his
Yeah, I don't know.
ass,
I wonder where you would have got that from.
It's like I'm here to podcast and suck dick, and I don't
We're
see
all
no peckers in my
podcasting.
mouth. we're all out of podcast. There's a shirt. I like wieners in my butt.
Also, there's a weird. I don't know why they chose to frame the camera shot in this scene. So he walks out of his SUV.
Why did they choose to
walks
do
up and
anything?
he walks up to like a digger, like a what?
Yeah.
What,
Like,
it's
it's
got
a
the big claw on the front.
tobacco type thing.
Yeah, backhoe. Thank you. Big backhoe that's just sitting there in this field, and they frame like he's like in this like the
In between it, yeah.
like he's walking underneath a ladder type thing. But like, why is that even in the shot?
Marshall,
why
I
don't you
will
just like
explain
move
it.
down like 10 feet and not have this backhoe take up the giant force?
Please.
Like I don't get it. Like why?
My dude,
Cinema!
My dude.
My dude.
You need to stop. We're going to get you a baby aspirin or something because you're trying to do this job. It's movie's job for it, and you cannot, okay?
All right. All right.
Called
they
horrible
better
horror for a reason.
Yeah, that's
they better
true.
send
That's
you
true.
a paycheck.
All right. So he pulls out a gun and heads into the woods, walking like a fucking caricature.
Oh,
like the way this guy
Elmer
walks.
Fuddin. He's straight.
He's Elmer Fuddin into the
He's
woods.
very, very quiet. There's a Tommy in these woods.
He is not stealthy at all.
No,
by the way.
we watch him walk around the woods looking like he shit his pants.
He sure does.
And
He is using good trigger control because he doesn't
is.
have his finger on a twig.
That is true. That is true. He comes to a tree where the birdwatcher girl was killed at, sees some blood on his broken branches, which makes no sense because her blood never went on that branch.
Real talk, did you think she was going to get impaled on that branch?
I
Thought so,
did.
yeah.
Well, that
Would have been a better kill than just
yeah.
let me stab you in the back.
Yeah,
because there was
Just
no
push
blood.
her.
Yeah,
you could have just pushed her into the branch.
there was no blood on that branch when she died at all. But now it's like covered and dripping in fresh blood. It's
Does he lick the blood? Like he touches the blood.
I think he does.
So how long do we have to wait before we can remake this movie?
Oh shit! We could do this in Eric's backyard. I mean, Cincinnati Jeff's backyard.
Yeah, I don't know who
Also,
Eric
we
is.
could probably get some old prostitutes down at State Park. No, I was gonna say Beck's Lodge, but there's a reason that place burned to the ground.
You probably go to Miss Kitty's and get some.
That place burned to the ground too.
Did it? Wait, what? When did it? No, it didn't.
Well, I showed up with a can full of matches and
A handful of gas and a handful of matches.
Fuck
Thank
it
you.
up, nachos. Man,
Hey,
you
that's
had
like
such a-
third episode run.
and that's another recall.
totally.
Totally.
Wait, start the reactor.
I said recall. I meant callback. I totally.
Yeah,
I'm picking up what you're throwing down
it's all right.
because my shit in the bed is contagious. No, seriously, consult a doctor, Lewis. Soon. He'll scream at you about something 25 years you've been shit.
His prescription, I just scream at you.
Marshall, you've been Marshall, 25 years you've been something. Moon Goons with 3 Z's.
All right, so where were we?
Getting
We
through
cut back
this
to the main
bullshit.
group sitting around the tent. Grandma walks up naked, wrapped in a towel, saying, "Hey, who wants to go skinny dipping?" And everyone's like, "Yay, let's go do that!" Except for Roxy, who says she and Chuck are gonna go off on a hike together.
No, they were gonna look for the rest of her teeth.
Oh,
Yikes.
So everyone splits up. Cody hangs back for a moment, then follows after Chuck and Roxy. We cut to a shot of Tommy just standing in the open as
next to the
a
canoe.
group. What?
Next to the canoe again.
Yeah, next to this canoe shop.
I
He's
feel
just-
like they did dailies and they've been getting their mileage out of it.
Yes, they did.
Really.
So he's standing there as the group who's going swimming comes walking up to the lake. And again, like, how the fuck do none of them see Tommy? He's just standing there, they're wide open. They're walking right towards him. They're
Jersey.
so damn close to him. There's nothing to hide him from their sight. He's just standing in the open, but nobody sees him. He just walks out of frame, like, instantly. As the group walks up, he walks off frame. Like, what the fuck, people?
I got it. It's like Humanoid from the Deep. When that chick's running and she's
good
running and oh dude, that movie's great. Man. Yeah, and the chick
Speaking
runs.
of, so if you like the Humanoid from me, you can go to horriblehorrorpodcast.com. Check out the merch page, and you get yourself your very own No-Yo Department of Fish and Wildlife Preservation.
Will it bring my dog back from the dead?
It will not.
Will it keep my girlfriend from giving birth to a fucking fish monster? Oh wait,
Yes, it will.
I don't have a girlfriend.
It will help you get a girlfriend.
Well, who's?
Results may vary from person to person.
That's right. Oh no, I got kicked out of the fish market for mouth fucking that trout.
Oh, yeah, they don't really like that.
Oh,
You
I
can-
know.
You can anally fuck the trout, but mouth fucking, that's what they call it off. There
I
you
mean, Billy Big Mouth. Get over here.
go. So...
Still a better movie. No, okay, so I was saying, like, the chick runs, she's running through the camera scene, and then pan over. Big fish dicks. It's like, hey, girl, I'm going to fuck you so hard.
She runs directly into the fish
Yes.
monster.
I'm going to fuck you so hard, you're going to be played by a different actress in the next scene. Also, Vic Morrow's in that movie.
So is Johnny Eagle. Caw-caw!
Yeah.
There's a callback.
Flying down doing the eagle kick of justice. Kicks us all. Yo, but that movie's dope. Can we redo that? If we do it on our podcast, do you guys want to be on it?
I would probably
I
do
was
that,
not
yeah.
on that podcast.
Well, you
but,
could be.
I did enjoy that podcast, and
That's
you
one
should
of-
definitely
that's-
check out the archives.
Hey, Aaron, wasn't Humanoid from the Deep one of your favorite episodes?
Dude, yeah, so much fish fucking.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron. Go back to fucking feet. All right. Where were we?
I love the stankles, dude.
We cut to Chuck and Roxy on a different dock. And we see Cody lurking and sneaking about. Cody puts on that cheap Halloween mask and black cape and creeps his way up to them. Which, why did you put that shit on? Everybody clearly knows who you are.
Exactly.
Like, why even put that on?
And Roxy and Chuck are on like the most exposed dock.
That's the whole point. It's like
ever.
She's like, "Hey, let me suck that dick." I'm like,
that's
"Your
what-
mouth."
That's what we're going about. Yes.
Uh-uh.
So Roxy and Chuck are on the dock, and she's keeping him distracted by talking about how sexy the dock is. So a dock can be sexy, and the dock is making her horny.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's so horny that I just have to give you a blowjob right here because on the sexy dock.
I'm sorry, boys. I see a
Dock
big
is
ass.
sexy.
I see a big ass dock. I start dripping.
There's probably fish
That
bones
is a new
and
fetish
guts
I've
and-
never heard of. Sexy docks.
She's
What
a
the
dock
fuck?
sucker.
I was gonna say there's got to be a joke there somewhere.
I'll give you the apostles.
I'll give you that one. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Less nachos, though. Less nachos.
All right. So she gets on her knees and starts undoing his pants. We jump back to Jay.
And then here comes a field mouse dick, apparently.
Yeah. Right.
Or she's going to get her mouth field, but I'm done.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, there we go.
Get it, Dad.
Get it.
So
So we
why is
ju-
it hailing outside?
It is. We took our break and we went outside for a bit so the two guys could smoke. And it's fucking hailing outside right now. What the fuck is that?
Well, that's a good thing we're in a basement.
Yeah.
Oh, hail, no.
Oh.
He's just got jokes and jokes and jokes.
Hey, can I eat that highlighter?
No.
Okay.
Man, I have one listener who's gonna love this episode. I don't know. I forget the guy's name on Instagram, but yeah, he's gonna love this one.
I didn't.
So we jump back to Jay. He makes it back to camp because he went back to more drugs and finds Tommy rummaging through their stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that empty tent. What'd you find?
Yeah, that
Probably
empty
a bunch
tent.
of nothing.
He went back to find the last joint or whatever they had. Like-
Something like that. Yeah.
I love that Disney movie, The
The last joint.
Spike Lee movie.
That gets the. I'm giving you that one.
Damn.
Because I forgot Spike Lee joint. The last. He should call his very last movie The Last Joint. That should be the name of his last movie. I love it.
Dude, nachos, good joke.
Aaron, you're a cut up.
Jay yells out to Tommy, "Hey, hillbilly, get off my stash! I'm gonna kick your ass! Hey, what's your problem?" And
This
Tommy,
dude is
Tommy,
so docile.
yeah, Tommy turns around holding up a bag of yellow pills.
Yellow Jackets?
Right.
Yeah, they're the yellow boner
Or-
pills you get at a gas station.
Or else it's like the antibiotics. You know what I mean? What do you know?
Which they probably need after this movie.
Hey, that's my diabetes medicine. Give it back.
It's my diabetes. Fucking no!
They're so old. Tommy turns around, holding up like I said, yellow pills. I said he raises his machete and slices it down onto Jay's head. And who knew Tommy was so anti-drugs? That was his problem. He
Yeah,
was
what's
Maybe.
up, Nancy Reagan?
But this was
I will
actually a
give-
better
yes,
effect.
Yes, I have it right here. I will give credit where it's due. This is by far, so far, the best looking kill we've seen in this movie by far.
Agreed.
Oh, dude.
They did a good job of making the machete.
they?
Yeah, they did.
For
Yeah.
what they've done
Compared to
recently,
this, yeah,
instead
that-
of holding the.
Yeah.
I mean, the
you see everybody
machete
holding the
actually
machete.
looks like it's embedded in his
Is it?
skull.
Yeah.
It
Dude,
looks good.
You know what was awesome? When Tom Savini did this back in 1978.
Tom who?
Savini, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Well, I get riggedy.
Dude, nachos, I knew what you were
But this is by far,
saying.
yeah. I mean, the machete actually looks like it's kind of embedded because they even kind of wiggled it around.
Yeah.
It looks good. This is the best effect.
didn't
in this
look
movie.
bad.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, this is the equivalent of the Steve Martin arrow gag with a notch cut out of a machete.
Agreed, nachos. But what are you dealing with here in this entire
Valid
movie?
point. Valid point.
Thank you.
Yes.
We jump back to Chuck and Roxy. Chuck looks up and sees Cody standing there in a mask and the cape saying, "There's that asshole." You know what? Actually, you know what? Before I go into this, I actually have this soundbite. I cut because you
Yes.
have to hear.
He sounds like
This
such
is
a
the
bitch.
worst Cody scene in the entire movie. You can hear how terrible and annoying he fucking sounds.
He sucks.
I got the whole scene
Actually
recorded here.
surprised that you waited this long to pull out the code.
I thought about it, but I was like, this is the cream of the crop of Cody, so I waited till now. So you're going to hear the whole scene, and we'll come back and
Please
call
let the
it.
listeners know what we had to deal with
Yes.
this entire time.
All right, so here we go. Here's the scene, and it is. I did edit down a little bit, so I cut out all like the quiet points in between when things go on. So, but you get your full Cody.
Thank you, Marsh.
Here we go. Here's Cody.
Don't you see my wife's giving me a blowjob here? That's it. I'm gonna knock your teeth out. I'm gonna make you my bitch.
Chuck, stop! I hate you. You ruined everything. You ruined her career, and you don't deserve her. Bring her out, asshole. Time to go for a swim.
Look, there's somebody with a knife.
Bullshit.
Look!
Really? Cody, he's right there.
Who the hell are you? I'm gonna kick your ass and tell you to like right now.
All right, so that is the whole scene with Cody, and that's what we're talking about. Cody is the fucking worst, and from this point on, I just call him Bitch Boy. From here on out, his name is Bitch Boy.
No. I like Jersey Muppet better.
Jersey Muppet.
Wait, who the hell that? Yeah. And you guys ever see the movie Brutal Massacre?
No.
It's fucking hilarious. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
There's a killer out there with a knife this big.
Oh.
It's like, oh, that's not scary. How about this big? They're like, holy shit.
You know, that works out really well
On an
in
audio format where
audio
nobody can
format,
see what
yeah.
you're doing with their hands.
Doing a better job than this movie.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
But that is the cream of the crop of the Cody scenes in this movie. You get it's just and the one point is like where the way he moves his arm, like I'm gonna kick your ass right now. Like it's so unintimidating. It's like there's something wrong with this guy. Like I think there's something wrong with him.
Agreed. He was probably the friend of a friend. Hey, gotta put my cousin in this movie, all right? Okay.
He lost a bet and so.
Dude, Cody's totally a douchebag.
You're right, Aaron. Yes, he is.
All right, Aaron's still here with
Aaron's
us.
still there, back in the back with the feet picks.
He's a busy boy.
This leads right into Cody's death, though, right?
Yes, it does. So like the whole thing, like for anybody who didn't, I will explain a little bit more.
Don't.
He comes up and Cody's like, "Hey, look, I'm gonna kill you, whatever." And Cody's like, "No, look, there's a knife." He goes up to Tommy, who's standing behind him, and I'm gonna kick your ass. Bitch Boy Jersey Muppet stomps up to Tommy, yelling, "Who the hell are you? I'm gonna kick your ass right now if you don't tell me right now." You heard that, and with that, Tommy then just stabs Jersey Muppet in the gut with the machete. Bitch Boy's intestines fall out, which he tries to hold on to, and by quote unquote fall out, I mean you can clearly see that Jersey Muppet is using his fingers to pull them out, and by quote unquote intestines, I mean the red balloons, the kind of that magicians and clowns use to make balloon animals with, covered in blood. These intestines look like balloon sausage links,
And I'm pretty
that's
sure
what
that
are.
I'm pretty sure they went as far as to fill those with some sort of liquid.
Yeah,
because they were like,
oh no, they're filled
yeah.
like water or something.
Yeah.
But they're still
and
clearly
they are covered in like
blood.
Non, red balloon. I mean, it's nasty stuff.
And while it is very shitty,
very.
it is the most graphic kill
It's the most graphic
that we've had.
I don't know, Chief.
I'll give it. It's supposed to be the most graphic.
So
but it's
far,
still shitty.
so far.
It's still shitty.
I mean,
terrible.
It's awful.
Hey,
Why?
I'm sorry. Have we not already come to the point that this is a fucking terrible movie?
It
You're
is
right.
not good.
My point is like I get to the point where some of these movies like if you can't make it look good, when you pass, just don't show it.
I agree.
Like it's that bad. Like I'd rather just have a cutaway kill.
But they're
than-
trying.
They're
See,
trying,
I'm kind of
but
the
don't-
opposite. I need to see the bullshit.
Yeah,
You need to
I'm kind of with Nachos on this one, and
Okay.
that's a rare.
Because,
I mean, I love you, buddy.
come on, baby. You know I'm full of good ideas.
You
We even got the same cool swoop shit going
actually,
on.
you are fucking awesome.
Don't make me come over there and give you a birthday present
Hey
on the
now,
table.
hey now. My birthday was last week. So
Yeah, well, I'll let you sit on my face.
But no.
This episode of Sucking Dick is brought to you by the letter P for penis. Penis.
Either way, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate the effect. I didn't hate the effect.
Show me the terrible bullshit so we can laugh about it at least.
Yeah,
opposed to Night of the
exactly.
Dribbler, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, oh God. Let's not go back there.
And we're back.
So Chuck grabs Roxy and they run away and hide in a picnic area. And as soon as they hide behind this little picnic wall, boop, up pops Dr. Lewis and Tommy's mom, who just happen to be at the exact same spot.
Don't talk about my son.
we're gonna get to her. We are getting to her.
I can feel your pain.
Yeah.
Roxy tells him that a murderer killed her friends, which is odd because so far the only one she knows that is dead is bitch boy Jersey Muppet.
Yay, continuity and plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does say friends.
Yeah, and the only one she's seen guy is singular.
She says friends.
Lewis tells the mom that Tommy has reverted back to his murderous ways and he must be stopped. The mom, who I wish would just shut the fuck up, keeps shouting about her boy. I swear, my boy is the only word she knows. Help my boy. That's my boy. Don't say that about my boy. Boy. Fuck this lady.
And then Chuck chimes in, your boy?
Yeah.
He's the revenge of Herman Munster.
Thank you. Fuck that line. Thank you. I was trying to remember where that line came in because I forgot to write down like Herman Munster. Last time I checked, Herman Munster wasn't a mass murderer.
Now,
No.
granted, we have not seen the Rob Zombie Munsters
That is
movie yet.
true. Who knows what he's gonna do with them?
I actually found I have it, a leaked part of the script. It's on the Here Comes the Spooky
Yes.
Tucker and Dale episode in the first 5 minutes.
That's right. You do
It
have a
is.
leak.
Yeah.
It does sound very vulgar and
It's Rob Zombie. What do you expect?
absolutely.
Do they live like is like they're like the parlor of the Monster House, like a strip club?
No,
I
it's
imagine.
actually 5 trailers duct taped together.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
That makes more sense.
That's,
I'm gonna mommy fuck your tits. I'm gonna fuck your tits off until they. Well, moving on.
insert Rob Zombie joke. Yeah.
Tucker and Dale.
Is there a white ghost horse in there?
No, it's a white power ghost horse.
Oh, okay.
And, yikers.
So, fuck this lady and her lack of vocabulary. It makes me hate her. I mean, seriously, why shouldn't she
Yeah.
just throw in like my son instead of boy, or just use Tommy's name?
Hey, Marshall.
Like, hey, don't hurt Tommy. Why keep
Did
saying
you-
my boy?
Did you mean to say why she talked?
Why she talk?
Why
Why
she
she talk?
Why does she talk? It's just fucking weird and annoying. Like I said, every one of our lines ends with boy. I'm done ranting. I'm done. I fucking hate this lady. Lewis
Yes.
says that they need to work
Also,
together.
put some more clothes on, yo bitch.
Yeah, she's wearing around like a tank top. No one wants to see that.
And
No one wants to
obvious
see her
bruises
nappy
on her
flappy.
arms too. Like, I mean, damn.
Yeah, it's not.
You
easy
get
on the
beat
eyes.
at home, please.
By
Do not
yourself.
show us in the movie.
Damn, I wish you weren't my lover. Fuck.
She spent too much time at the flagellation station. So, what, do I get an applause myself? All right.
Well played, sir.
Lewis says they need to work together. Tommy Mama mentioned that there's a derelict cabin up ahead that they should go there till help arrives. What help? Because no one's yet to call the cops. No one's called for any help, so no one's coming.
Hey,
I'm
you know what? In
coming.
2021, there's probably no cell phones at all.
Yeah, nobody. Exactly.
Whatsoever. They probably got drunk and left it at their friend's house.
Yeah. Because, so all four of them, they head off now. We cut to Tommy standing in a field again. Coming out of a tree line is the hitman guy, Wyatt. Seeing Tommy, for some reason, he decides to drop his gun and pulls out his rubber knife.
Oh,
Hold on,
it's
he says
so
it right here.
rubber.
You brought a knife to a gunfight. That's all right. I like a knife fight better.
He does say that.
What?
Yep. So he pulls out his rubber knife and says,
Mano e knifeo.
he says, I like a knife fight better. Let's dance,
Bam!
you fucking
Dead.
psycho bitch.
Kneecap him and hey, what do I know?
Yep.
But
He's
also, did you catch that Tommy is totally wearing Velcro shoes?
I did not.
Dude, I caught that early on.
I
in the
missed that
movie.
part.
I mean, as a guy that wears
Early
shoes.
on.
No,
I think they
Crocs.
put them in boots or something, but
No,
Velcro shoes?
Velcro shoes, dude.
I get
I
it.
didn't bring it up before, but that happened early on.
I get it.
I'm like,
he's
really?
from the retard room. He's from the nut asylum. He's from the butt nut hut. He's from the coconut cucamonga crack house. You know. But I was just quoting my boy Cincinnati Jeff on that one.
That
Oh my
is
God.
definitely there.
I missed that.
Wow.
You know what?
I can't believe I
At
did.
this point, it should have been Crocs.
Yeah.
Be comfy when you slaughter.
So, it jumps back to Chuck, Roxy, Lewis, and Mama. They arrive at the quote-unquote derelict cabin, and but again, by
This
derelict, I
this
mean
Airbnb is dope.
wonderfully upkept, fully decorated, and clean cabin. It is actually an
Yeah,
Airbnb.
yeah. Oh, it's
Inside
totally
they argue.
no, man. This is like the worst the cabins. I mean, what are you talking about? They even
Oh yeah,
said
I'm
it
so
was-
bad. Yeah, it's derelict. It's run.
Oh,
They run
it's
down.
like
It's like-
Sleepaway Camp 3.
They walk through the
there's
door. There's
turds.
like a coffee pot.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I mean, it looks like it's.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, it's all decaf.
Ugh. So inside they argue about Tommy and they shout at each other. Lewis pulls out a gun, tells them that he's going out after Tommy and they should stay here where it's safe. But Chuck insists on going too for some dumbass reason.
Yeah, in case there's
Makes zero sense.
a golden corral on the way or
I
something.
guess.
But Roxy also makes a totally ridiculous suggestion right here.
Okay,
she
what you
says,
got?
why don't we try to escape in one of those cars?
Oh yeah.
Dumbass.
Well, Dr. Lewis counters saying, "Well, don't you think he thought that already? He probably sabotaged all the cars by now."
No, hold up.
They
When
don't-
you,
they never check.
She'd rather run up the stairs instead of
Out the front door? Yeah.
well, see,
exactly.
what she didn't count on is that the other
Role play,
camp,
Chris. Role play. Like it.
Got your back, brother.
when the other counselors, like, they might have had the battery and then the petrol.
Oh,
but
and
Chad,
somebody didn't have the gas, and then somebody else didn't have the keys.
yeah, but Chad has the keys.
Chad, fuck Chad. He's a dick.
Dude, shut up, bro.
Chad's a dick.
Dude, shut up. Because I'll start telling you, like, one time I was at the camp because my dad totally owns it and shit. So, like, they brought the petrol down and they brought the battery and shit. And I was like, dude, I think the keys are up north. And then I totally, like, set it up.
Is Chad something a little Australian?
No, he's a fucking twat, dude. So, like, I took the keys. I went in. I know it's a 4-banger, but, like, I got stuff I want to put in the car. And I just rolled the fuck out. And they're all like, hey, Chad, you're a piece of shit. I was like, oh, dude, I know. I was like, fuck him anyway. And, dude, fucking Adam's like, yo, dude. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm out. But I did, like, I picked up AJ.
How do you get like a shock collar on you? You just push a button.
Hey, Aaron, can you tell Nacho to shut the fuck up?
Dude, Nacho, shut the fuck up.
All right, Aaron. But, dude, my dad totally owns the camp.
All right, Chad.
We go back to the Hitman and Tommy showdown. This fucking fight scene is so goddamn bad.
Amazing.
And so slow. It's made even worse by the floppy, rubbery knife blade just flopping and dangling around every time the Hitman moves.
I have best knife fight ever.
Worst night fight.
ever. I don't even know how to describe it.
Remarkable.
It's terrible.
One of a
It's
kind.
terrible.
It's the Velcro shoes of life of knife fights.
Hey, what podcast are we on?
The horrible horror.
So it's a horrible
one, yeah.
fucking knife fight.
Eventually, Tommy just stabs Wyatt the Hitman in the dick with the machete and then just twists it around a bit, killing him, and that's it. He's dead
And
now.
is he really dead though?
Technically, we never see him. Yeah, I'm assuming he's dead, but yeah, he could.
Or he got real chill after his vasectomy.
Yeah. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Losing your dick and balls, he might have just shot himself with his gun after that. Like,
I did that. Put as death number 10. Wyatt's nuts.
Yeah. Wyatt's nuts. Rest in peace.
Why he's nuts? You know what? Maybe he has a
Goodness.
mousefield dick, so his dick's okay, and it just slaughtered up his dripping balls. I don't fucking know. Let's
So-
get through this.
Lewis and Chuck are walking through the woods when Kate shows up out of fucking nowhere. Now here's Kate in the woods for some reason.
Yeah, nowhere.
And for some reason, Lewis thinks this is the right time to confess his love to her.
She's like, hey,
which
dude.
she's like,
Kate's spare tire, right?
no, that's
it's
Angela.
Angela.
Oh, fuck
Kate's
out.
the one with the nice tits that we saw.
Oh, the
think it's
reporter.
The pseudo reporter.
Katie, yes.
She's like an Instagram reporter. It's like, I'm just kidding.
We're not exactly sure what her job is, but she gets off on
Riding dicks?
escaped
Mental
loony-
institutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So she pretty much laughs off Dr. Lewis's love confession and says that, hey, we just fucked and I needed to get the story and I did. It was fun and all, but the fun's over.
I'd be like, there's more story. There's more story to tell.
She pulls out a gun of her own now.
Right.
Aims it at them, ordering Lewis to take her to Tommy. Mm-hmm.
Marshall, are you trying to tell me she's a lady of a higher caliber?
Oh,
damn.
God. Give me what I want. Nope, that's the wrong one.
I'll give you
I don't know
what
why I
you
want
want.
that. There we go. I don't know why
That
it's
was
Batista right there.
Hey, my jokes are as good as this movie, so
I'm
you know
sorry.
you're
That
in
was
for trouble.
that was not Batista worthy.
Damn.
Dude, shut up and let him finish.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. This show has become a muck train.
I can't.
This show has become a muck train. It is off the rails.
The Amok don't give a fuck,
The muck don't
sir.
give a fuck though. That is correct. And you can get your Muck Train t-shirt
That's
at
right. Hey, Marshall, where do you get it
horriblehorrorpodcast.com
from?
on the merch page. Get your very own Muck Don't Give a Fuck t-shirt.
And we can run a train on you.
Holy shit.
Right in the coal chute.
So Kate gets what she asked for because Tommy just fucking shows up now. He's like, hey, here I am. Kate lowers her gun and gets all excited that Tommy Heller is here in the flesh and that she's going to watch him kill his own doctor, and that's going to help her sell 1 million copies of her book. So she points the gun at Tommy, tells him to drop the machete. Tommy obliges. Kate then wants him to take off his mask so she can see his real face to complete her story. So she walks up to him, lifts up the hockey mask. Upon seeing his quote-unquote real face,
Oh, no!
which we still don't see as an audience, she screams. Oh, excuse me. Tommy grabs her, spins her around, stabs her through the back with the machete. Kate spits up a bunch of mouth blood.
More mouth blood.
Lewis picks up his gun, says, sorry it had to be this way. Then he and Chuck just run away. Like, why? Why are you fucking running away? The whole point is to stop Tommy, right? We gotta put an end in. We have to stop him. You pick up your gun and you fucking shoot him. You don't run away. Why?
You emptied the clip,
You
dude.
empty the clip. He's right there. Just bang, 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 bang. It's done. But no, these fuck nuggets run away with the gun. Oh!
Have you been watching this movie?
Yeah, how many times have you watched this?
I mean, I think they all have Down syndrome.
They got the down torch, my dude.
Yeah.
Marshall, just take a second. Take a couple
I
breaths.
gotta take
get
a
your
talk.
phone.
I gotta take a drink.
Good idea.
Hey, Chris, how about this movie?
It sounds about right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Mal.
All right. Let's finish this. All right. So, they run off. Tommy reaches down and just slices Kate's throat with the machete, killing her. She's dead. I'm not even doing the Castlevania sound. I'm moving on.
That was death number 11. by the
11.
way.
Okay.
It was death
If you
number.
count the dead
Nobody
baby.
cares.
If we count the dead baby. We cut to the main group hanging out on the dock. Grandma is suddenly dressed again, even though last time we saw her, she's wrapped in a towel and wanted to go skinky, but now she's fully clothed.
Can we go back to that real quick?
Sure, let's go.
Did you somewhat want to see her drop the
Yes,
Yes.
of course, because I'm a fucking terrible, gross, disgusting pervert
Yeah,
man-child.
I wanted
and
to-
I need
I
to see
wanted to
eating
see how
nudity
saggy
when
your
I
tits
can.
were.
It's a dude. I mean, come on.
I wanted
yes.
to see some grandma titty. I won't lie.
kinda
I was
wanted
hoping
to,
she
really
would.
bad.
I live in the philosophy of there are no such thing as bad boobs, but there are. But it
boobs are like
doesn't.
pizza. It's pizza.
It could be the worst pizza ever, but guess
it's
what?
still
You still
pizza.
ate pizza.
But if
Thank
she
you,
did
thank you.
drop the towel, would that have been probably the scariest thing in this movie?
It's like when Beetlejuice low key off screen does the
Yeah.
face, or it's Mr. Staples. You're not wrong.
All right.
All right, so they hear a scream coming from the woods and decide to go check it out because, of course, Angela starts to walk ahead of the group and she sees Tommy coming right at them. So she takes off running, and by that I mean lightly jogging away while shouting, "Tommy's here, run!" And with about that much emphasis and enthusiasm. Tommy lets Angela go and turns his attention to the other two. He charges Fred, who tells Grandma to run. Tommy decapitates Fred in one of the worst decapitations ever
Best
seen.
effect of anything ever. This is the Godfather of special effects. This is the Citizen Kane of amazingness.
It happens in like 2 seconds.
It's so bad and fast. It's like
Milliseconds.
jolting. It actually like jolts you. Cause like, wait, what? So it's this shitty CGI blood splatter that they blast up on the screen.
This is like
And
Apple
then-
Pro Editor. Just
right. I was like, did his head explode? What the fuck happened?
Yeah, and then you see like a headless dummy just fall down out of frame. It's blood splatter, fall down dummy. It happens so fast. It's jarring. It's like it doesn't feel right. It doesn't make sense. It's like, wait, what? What just happened?
Yeah.
So, but that's it. That's the kill.
And then
Fred's
suddenly
dead.
Tommy's going after Tina.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Tina.
Yeah, Fred.
Yeah. Okay. After she kills Fred.
Freddy got
after he kills
Tina.
Fred, he's going right after Tina, Grandma.
Grandma.
Okay.
Yeah.
which grandma?
And suddenly she's in like
They're all grandma.
Street Fighter or
Yes,
something.
thank you, because Grandma took that karate class, self-defense class at the YMCA apparently, or the nursing home center offered a self-defense.
Yo, at the con, I saw Eddie Gordo, and I was gonna go punch him in the throat because if you've ever played Tekken, he's the worst piece of shit. Moving on.
So she launches, Grandma launches into like a series of like open palm strikes at Tommy's chest.
And it's like side view to where it's seriously like either a Tekken or a Street Fighter.
Yeah,
or something.
it does look like.
You know what? She was about to hit him with like the 5 palm frog splash heart explode, and then just didn't.
But it has zero effect on him. So she follows those up with a kick to the balls, which also has zero effect on him.
Did he get kicked in the balls earlier though, and it had like seemed
No.
super effective?
Did he? I don't think so.
Who gives a shit? Let's just get through this.
Thank you.
Tommy grabs Grandma, impales her on the machete, killing her. She's dead.
Oh no.
Meanwhile,
more mouth
Angela,
blood.
oh no, Angela hides behind a tree as Tommy walks off, not seeing her.
Oh no.
We cut to the cabin. Roxy starts talking to herself, deciding that she still has what it takes.
This is da 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 da.
She then
My teeth they be busted. My tits they be crusted.
Ugh.
I'm Roxy, the beat up whore.
She then strips out of her clothes like a lame Superman to reveal
Exactly.
that she's been wearing her wrestling gear under her clothes the whole time.
No, her
entire
crusting gear.
time.
Her crusting
What?
gear.
This is bonkers. Why the hell would she be... Okay, why is she wearing her wrestling attire underneath her clothes on a camping trip?
Why she
Who
wear?
does that?
Why she wear?
Why she wear it?
Good question.
Also, we get like a snidgel, a little glimpse,
A little under tit. Yeah.
Just
A little
under
peeked
tit.
out a little bit.
I'm all right with that.
So, Chuck Rush...
She kind of hulks out too.
She does.
Right?
It's like her Hulk out moment. Yeah. She's like... "Ugh, ugh." She's like psyching herself up.
Yeah.
Did her teeth grow back? She sheds her old teeth and gets new beautiful veneers.
No.
Fuck my
No.
face
No.
like it's pretty today.
Chuck rushes in asking if they're okay and saying that he and Lewis got separated
Like,
while
no,
running
we're
from
in this
Tommy.
movie. We're not okay. We're far from motherfucking okay.
Roxy snaps at Chuck saying she's not okay. The man she loves is dead because of him. Roxy blames him for ruining her career and everything else is his fault, and that even she and Bitch Boy Muppet Boy were planning to kill him, and that she's going to finish what Bitch Boy Muppet started.
Hey, maybe tuck that in your pocket and don't tell one of the survivors.
Right. Yeah.
You might need them on your side.
Exactly. You
See,
might
like,
need
this is
them.
where
You-
I'm saying,
you
like,
daft
okay, so
twat.
the wrestling aspect comes in the last
This-
20 minutes of
Oh,
the
we're
fucking
less
movie.
than 20. We're like 5 minutes out at this
I'm
point.
like, what? Why?
Yeah.
I'm like.
Roxy
Look
should
at my
have had a
notes.
showdown with Tommy.
My notes got very vague here at the end because I'm like,
Yeah, there should have been a more of like a Roxy versus Tommy wrestling themed fight. That's what, if they want to do it right, that's what they should have done.
yeah.
But they didn't. So
You guys want to
Roxy,
see how long my notes are? There you go.
one paragraph.
There you go.
Roxy lunges at Chuck, punches him in the stomach, and then wrestles him to the floor, where she puts him in the camel clutch.
Camel toe clutch. Am I right?
Oh.
boys? What?
I also had a note here that said, Roxy, when she got that wrestling gear, she really could have used that lawnmower 4.0. But I mean, what?
I don't know what that is
I mean,
anymore. Yeah.
It's
We don't need to talk about that right now.
right?
moving on.
Let's move on.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
The views of Horrible Horror Podcast do not necessarily represent the views of Not Just the Square for the Chris Sample.
What? We didn't say nothing. That'll give my dad cancer.
So we cut back to Angela. Nope. At this point, Tommy just walks into the cabin like it's nothing. He just walks in while Roxy and Chuck are fighting. He just bops on in, walks up to his mom, grabs her by the arm, and just takes her out of the cabin like, all right, Mom, let's go.
We had a good run, Mom.
And I do have to say here, though, I do
We got
love...
some catching up to do, Mom. I've been
I've seen you 25 fucking years.
I've been in a prison or mental institution for 25 fucking years. You never came to visit me.
retard
Well, let's go hang out.
Yeah. And I have to say...
Total sense.
I have to say, I love the naked Carmen Electra poster hanging on the wall behind the mother in this scene.
This place is
Here's
smut
Cameron,
deep.
there's Carmen Electra's ass just right there. I'm like, all right. I'm like, Carmen Electra, this is 2021, not like 1996. When
is
was
like
the last
the-
time you saw Carmen Electra in anything?
25 years
director's,
ago when they put Tommy in the fucking facility.
It's like the director's dad's cabin or some shit.
No doubt. It's fucking his stabbing cabin. You know how ready I'm done to be with this episode? I put my laptop away. I'm going to go pee. You guys...
And check on Aaron, though.
Check on Aaron. Yeah, make sure he's okay in there.
Dude, are you guys done yet? Could you grab me like a wet mop?
So, So Roxy looks up and sees Tommy leaving the cabin while pulling his mother after him. She tells Chuck that I'll finish this later, and she runs after Tommy.
Yeah. All hulked out, like she's fucking juiced or some shit.
She took like the Bane venom all of a sudden.
Something, yeah.
Chuck gets up and he runs after Roxy. We cut back to Angela now running through the same field we've seen like 5 fucking times now. She flags down a truck. Why the fuck is there a truck just driving through the middle of this field out of nowhere?
Good question.
It's like, there's a truck.
Yeah.
And she flags him down.
It's the same fucking cop from the goddamn bar.
Yes, out comes the security guy from the bar who tells her he's also the deputy sheriff.
Well, to be fair, he had a sheriff's hat on.
No, his hat says security.
Did it?
Yes. Oh. It's a black hat that says security across it.
Fuck that up. Sorry.
It's all right. I thought the same thing, but I double-checked it.
Did you go back and check?
Yeah, it says security.
Honestly, I finished this movie before I came here. So.
Same.
So,
Again.
He tells her, like, hey, can you show me where your friends are? She's like, yeah. So he grabs a shotgun from the truck and the two of them head off together.
Pretty sweet shotgun.
It is a nice. It's like a legit, like a riot shotgun.
Yeah, but why the fuck does it have a sight on it? Why do you need a sight on a shotgun?
Hey! If we're gonna question games like Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood that put sights on shotguns,
he's not wrong because that shotgun had no butt.
It did have a butt. It was folded up.
Okay,
it had the collapsible stock. No. It was a riot gun.
Hey,
no buts about it. Hey, let's keep
in
going.
This movie. That is not the nit to pick. Let's
no
go.
buts about it.
Moving on.
All right. So we go to the old barn where Tommy is sitting on the ground in front of his mom, rocking back and forth like he's
They finally had a moment. Maybe he suckled them.
Those grandma titties.
I didn't want to say it. But
his mask, wig, and machete are all on the ground off to the side. Mom is like comforting Tommy.
So he's got her under control, right?
Yeah, he's under control. Dr. Lewis shows up. Mom tells him to stay away from my boy. You tried to hurt my good boy. Stay away from my boy. I fucking hate the word boy now.
Uh-huh.
I hate it.
Hey, Marshall.
She goes, yes.
Did you ever see Little Monsters? Who's the bad guy in that movie?
I don't know. I know Fred Savage is in it, but I've never actually seen the movie.
It's the little kid with the meatball face. I think his name's Boy.
Fuck you.
Hey, what's that thing that tall man calls people all the time?
Boy. Fuck you.
What's that racist
Hey, Aaron,
thing?
can you come out here and jizz on nachos when you're done? Just hold
I'm about to blast.
Yeah. She goes on yelling at Dr. Lewis that Tommy told her all about the horrible things Dr. Lewis did to him, and she calls him the real monster.
Well, the horsecock sandwich was probably a terrible thing for Tommy.
But that was Felix, not Dr. Lewis.
Oh, that's a good point.
But
I'm sure
that was terrible.
You get a couple horsecock sandwiches.
See Dr. Lewis.
If you put some mayonnaise on that horsecock sandwich, you probably wouldn't be too bad. So inside joke there. Mayonnaise, so creamy and white. I love that mayonnaise.
I'm rich, salty but savory.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
So Lewis admits that he came here to kill Tommy. Mom shouts that those bad kids deserve to die, and so does he. She orders Tommy to kill Dr. Lewis. Tommy just sits there on the ground, rocking back and forth. Lewis has had enough of Mama. Shoots her in the fucking head, thank God.
Yeah.
Her body lands right next to Tommy, who cries out and hugs her, then screams, "Take me back."
No. Did you catch it real quick? Her eyes up, and she's like, "Oh, is the scene
I
over?"
did.
And shut it back down.
She falls down, looks at him. Oh.
Cut.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. Again, we got like CGI blood splatter on the bullet wound, and then doing the close up, you can clearly see like the outline of the prosthetic bullet wound they put on her head.
Yes, but
You know what? Expect them. I mean, it wasn't terrible.
I will give them $1 for a decent practical effect.
Okay.
But everybody's drinking except me.
So they
right
get
now.
like 50 cents?
No, I'm gonna take them to the candy shop, and I'm gonna feed them diabetes candy. Ugh, Christ! All right.
Lewis says, "No, I'm taking you straight to hell."
Duh.
Lewis places the barrel of the gun up against the back of Tommy's skull, pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
More shitty CGI blood splatter.
And at that point, I got death number 15?
Question mark.
Chris, I love how you went above and beyond, just trying to keep up with that.
Well, that's what I do when I'm on a podcast, all right? So I keep track of things.
What, you don't half-ass it like I do?
Brother.
Okay. Roxy shows up at the bar now, followed by Chuck. They start fighting again.
Did you say up, Chuck?
Up Chuck, followed by Chuck. They start fighting again as Lewis exits the barn. Now, Dr. Lewis here has gone fucking crazy for some reason. Like, he just snaps.
If I had to be in this
He goes
movie,
mad.
He just goes crazy. Like, there's no reason. He just suddenly
I shot him.
He tells the lovebirds to break it up, that Tommy's dead. It's all over now. I killed him. And sadly, I have to kill you two now because I can't have any witnesses, so you and your wife are finished. And I'm like, okay, hold up. First, why the fuck would Lewis just snap and suddenly go crazy here? That's
25 years,
stupid.
Marshall. 25 years. That's how long this movie has taken us to watch.
Also,
it feels like it.
Also, there were no witnesses. He killed the mom, he killed Tommy. That's it in the barn. Those two come running up later. After that, you would probably want to leave them alive because they've witnessed Tommy murder everybody so they can help back up Dr. Lewis's defense of this was self-defense, I had to put him down. But no, he decides he needs to kill them for some stupid reason that makes zero fucking sense. Just
like this movie.
Bad writing. So
3 writers.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, the witness would actually help him get away with this.
Quit trying to rationalize.
You're right. Chuck yells out, "But you're a doctor!" To Lewis responds, "I was a doctor. I'm retired, and you're expired, Chuck."
Actually, that's okay.
That was really good. Actually, I really enjoyed that.
How the fuck is Chuck our final dude?
Yeah, that was another question I had at the end of this too. So Roxy pushes Chuck down, just like pushes him aside, turns to Lewis, growls at him, and says, "Bring it on, old man! I'm the doctor of pain!" And then he cuts her lip on her snaggletooth.
That's decent. Yeah, I'm the doctor of failed dental work. I'm the doctor.
Too many chair shots. Too many chair shots.
Smoking meth and eating light bulbs. I'm the doctor of having
had her
people
full
open
teeth,
my
so don't
face
say
with their
smoking
door.
meth,
Yeah.
How many of those are chiclets?
Oh, she charges Dr. Lewis. Lewis then suddenly whips out Tommy's machete from fucking nowhere.
It's a big knife. That's what they called it the whole time.
They do call it a big knife. It's a machete. And he slices off Roxy's head. Again, we get the shitty CGI blood splatter on the screen. And then it just cuts to Rocky's head, which has perfectly landed on like a flat rock or a pile of wood.
With like stakes
with
and
like
shit.
steak around her neck.
Yeah. Steakums, dude.
Steakums.
Why'd she stake him? Goddamn son of a bitch. I hate this movie.
It wasn't. I mean, I was like, damn,
dude,
really?
The blood was so orange, it looked like fucking...
I know. And I was like so confused. This movie, like, it's like slow. And they hit the fast forward button in the last 20 minutes. Like, we gotta wrap this shit up.
Shit, we're running low on time. We gotta go.
You know what? Talking about the how orange that fucking meat was, it looked like Trimmer's meat.
Yeah.
I want to throw this out real quick. Big ups to Fred Ward. Rest in peace.
Yep.
Yeah. Something. No.
In the arms of
the Trimmer.
Far away from here.
Oh, can we do Tremors?
Dude, Tremors is so dope. Even the shitty ones are fun ones.
Yeah.
All right.
Gas blasters.
Let's finish this.
Yeah, bring it on home, Dad.
Behind
You
Lewis.
guys talk about orange, though. Wait, here we go.
All right, so behind Lewis, Dr. Lewis, Tommy comes fucking out of the barn wearing his wig and mask. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? This motherfucker should be fucking dead.
I gotta figure it out.
Oh, no. Okay. Because he took a bullet to the back of the fucking head.
Dr. Lewis had a pellet gun. It was fun.
It was a Trent rifle. Yeah. Okay.
It was an airsoft rifle.
Yeah.
Just like every other gun in this fucking
you know
movie.
Because you know what?
Tommy's mom was just so old that she had fragile
It's so
bones.
brittle.
Yeah.
Osteoporosis.
Yep.
Because even in Halloween and Friday, they've never just blatantly walked up to Jason Michael and shot him in the fucking head.
No.
Because they knew, like, they didn't even do that to them to explain how he comes back from that.
Rob Zombie's Halloween remake.
Yeah.
Shut the
Yeah.
Hell yeah! It's the one you didn't ever want. Hell yeah! It's your don't watch this.
I forgot about the first movie. Yes. Yeah. Okay. You're right.
Sorry, and I do
but
not.
This pissed me off. This pissed me off so much.
I'm just gonna
a
stop
bullet
talking.
to the back of the skull at point blank range.
Look here. Death number 15. Tommy?
Yeah. Question mark.
Debatable.
So he walks out of the barn, walks up to Dr. Lewis, who's in disbelief, saying, "No, I killed you." Tommy then punches through Lewis's chest and pulls out Dr. Lewis's heart, killing him. And by heart,
it's a
I
pork
mean
steak.
chicken breast covered in fake blood.
Right.
I was gonna say
orange.
pork steak.
Orange fake
chicken
blood.
breast.
Yeah, that's right. It's
He pulls out
graboid
the
meat.
General Tso's chicken breast.
Oh, it's orange chicken, Marshall. Obviously.
Orange chicken.
They
Fuck
ran
this
out of
movie.
red food coloring,
Red food dye.
ketchup or whatever. Like
They got the Arby's sauce behind.
yeah, the Arby's sauce.
Oh
There's
my
an
God.
Arby's just out there. Somebody go get more sauce. Get more sauce.
We got the meat. No, we got the sauce. Oh my fuck. Let's don't.
So, Chuck gets up, runs away. Tommy picks up his machete and chases after Chuck. As Tommy chases Chuck through the campground, we get flashbacks of all the kills accompanied by heavy breathing sounds. Chuck now starts stripping out of his clothes for some reason
Yes,
while running.
unfortunately,
while
Chuck pulls off his t-shirt.
lightly jogging away. Tommy,
Lightly, laboredly.
lightly, yeah.
Chuck's about to have a fucking heart attack.
He should have known by now.
You're right.
They run onto a wooden dock that's on a small lake. Well, probably it's more of a pond, technically.
You're a pond. Pondo Baba, looking ass motherfucker.
Chuck turns to face Tommy, then says, "Come on, you bastard! Choo choo, motherfucker! Here comes the pain train!"
Oh, totally,
Now,
yeah.
as a fan of Gears of War, you know the only person that's allowed to say that is the Coal Train, baby. Woo!
Well, they also do that in Bob's
did-
Burgers. Choo choo. Woo woo.
He
There's the
did
Bob's
mention
Burgers
earlier that his wrestling name
Yes, was the pain train.
Right.
That was his wrestling gimmick.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Cliffy B gonna sue somebody.
So Tommy walks up to Chuck and they quote unquote fight, which consists of them grabbing each other by the wrist, then jumping into the water. They quote unquote fight. Again, by
Thanks,
fight,
Dad.
I mean grab each other's shoulder.
Wait, Marshall, you got that all wrong.
Oh, how did I get okay?
Because Chuck cannot swim.
You're right, but he intentionally jumps into the water here, which makes zero sense.
Damn, that shit ain't too
And,
bad.
and
warm.
so
And he swims.
yeah, oh, he fucking does.
Well, you look
He
at him,
fucking
he's
does.
kinda buoyant.
So, well, before that, it's even worse because they grab each other by his shoulders, shake back and forth for like 1 second before Tommy drowns himself. I shit you not. I'm serious, guys.
No,
Tommy
yeah.
just drowns himself. He sinks underneath the water
What he
on
does,
his own.
What he does is he looks up at the camera
Looks for the cue.
and then
yeah,
and then dunks himself.
Dunks
Who
himself.
was the wrestler that said the cream of the crop always
Macho
rises
Man.
to the top?
Oh, that would be a little bit of a
the macho man.
yeah, Macho Man right there.
I'm just saying.
So after Tommy drowns himself,
That's Hogan.
it cuts to a shot of Tommy floating face down, motionless. Oh, and by the way, it's now raining in this shot. It hasn't been raining all movie, but now it's raining.
Actual rain.
Actual rain, real
not
rain.
like the fucking intro.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Chuck now swims for shore, which is fucked up as Christmas because he can't fucking swim, but here he is
Dude,
swimming.
he's his own kickboard.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole basis
That
of
belly.
Rocky and Puppet Boy's plan was to kill him because he couldn't swim.
It's not Dead Man's Float, it's
Well,
Dead
maybe
Man's
he was just
Bloat.
holding on to that gut. Like, they didn't realize he had that big of a gut.
He's buoyant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Very
full
buoyant.
of so many farts.
Which, Marshall, you missed that. Nachos made that joke about...
Oh, I missed the joke?
A few minutes ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not Dead Man's Float, but Dead Man's Bloat.
Oh, all right.
Going back.
Hi-yo, I'll take it.
All right.
God, let's get through this.
So at this point, Angela and the deputy sheriff security guard show up. Angela goes to help Chuck out of the water, but Tommy, now undead again, pops up, grabbing Chuck. The deputy sheriff security guard shoots Tommy with the shotgun. Tommy is flung backwards, sinks under the water again, to which I also call bullshit on because it's a fucking shotgun, which would have taken out Chuck too. It's not a precision rifle. Chuck should be dead.
Marshall, he had a scope on it, thus making it a precision rifle.
Oh, so sorry, but the buckshot in it probably doesn't help. But anyway.
Well, Chuck was already out of the water.
No, he wasn't, because Tommy was right behind him, and though he pulled him back.
You know what?
All right.
Get up that hill.
Anyway, Angela now helps Chuck out of the water. And, oh, yeah, there's no more rain anymore either, by the way. Angela and Chuck
I can't stand the rain.
Head off screen while the deputy security sheriff guard scans the pond for Tommy, but he never resurfaces, so he walks off too. After everyone leaves, the camera goes back to the pond. Tommy bursts up out of the water, stands there looking directly into the camera. Then for some dumbass reason, he decides now's the time.
Take it off!
He takes off his hockey mask, and we finally get to see his quote-unquote face. And holy fuck balls, is this makeup effect the most pathetically terrible thing I've ever seen. It's beyond words, but I'm gonna try.
All right,
It's clearly another mask that looks like it's made of paper mache and silly putty. One eye is sticking out, is like bulging out the eye socket, while the other eye, where the other eye should be, is just a large droopy eye hole of blackness void. So where you can clearly see the other actor's face underneath it. The lower lip is so fucking big it sticks out like a fucking lip of a clay pitcher that you would dig up in an anthropologic archaeology site. It should be in a museum. Not to mention the old yellow skin tone that gave it enough to rest. He's fucking yellow.
Martha,
the rest of Tommy is white. His face is yellow with like red like streaks going down it. I cannot tell you how bad this mask is.
Hey,
Give me a shot of bourbon right here.
Nachos. Hey,
What's
buddy.
up, Chris? How you doing?
Let's let Marshall calm down for just a second.
Yeah.
So the mask that they were trying to, come up with here, does that reminisce anything that you could possibly think of? Possibly a 1980s horror movie, 1980, I would think.
The Mask.
Yeah, The Mask
With
itself.
Eric Stoltz?
Eric Stoltz.
No, I was thinking
What's up?
Baby Jason, right? I mean, little
Oh, I was
Jason.
gonna go The Burning.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go Friday the 13th.
Oh, the OG?
Yeah.
Little bag.
Weren't they trying to get like little baby Jason like
Well, there's a picture of him right over there. I've got a picture right there.
Oh, yeah, that guy right there. That guy right there. That's what I was thinking.
Old Ari Lehman.
You know what? Ari, little baby Jason, he's got a dick smoking mouth. Look at him lips.
What were you thinking?
Oh, I was gonna say Friday the 13th part. Any of it ever from existence, or even bad parodies, or maybe Camp Blood Terror or Camp Blood 3 in 2D, or fucking every.
God, the Camp Blood movies. We haven't even gotten to that series yet.
Oh, hey, that reminds me. I have anything other to do with yeah. I'll do them. God damn it, I'll fucking do them.
All right.
Nachos, do it for me.
Anyway, so I'm calm down now.
Okay, good.
I don't understand why he just stands there and lifts his mask to the camera. I don't get it. Okay, nope.
Sequel.
Nope.
Sequel.
I'm not going there. Tommy lowers the hockey style mask back down over his quote unquote face mask and then just dives back on the water like he has to go for a little swim. I don't fucking know why, but I'm gonna go for a swim now.
I'm drinking your Fireball, Mark.
Blackout. Roll credits. That's the fucking movie.
I'll drink some of the Jimmy.
Thank God it's over. So sadly though, that brings us to favorite kill.
Don't act like you didn't love it. Favorite kill.
All right,
I'm gonna take a ripple of your simple.
Nachos. What do you got this week? What was your favorite kill?
The hour and 20 minutes out of my life. No, I'm kidding. If I had to.
Hey,
pick...
it wasn't 20 minutes.
It's only
an hour
like
and 12 minutes.
It's not even
my
an hour
bad.
and 12 because that's the crazy. It's like an hour and like 8.
Well, apparently that was
So
some
you must have
kind-
been jerking off that last 15 minutes.
Well, yeah. Hey, what I do to get through a movie is none of it. Any of our
listeners.
business
I
except for the
apologize.
Patreon members.
Yeah.
All right, no real talk. So fucking if I favorite the headless Roxy.
Headless
Yeah,
Roxy?
Yeah. What about you?
All right, Chris, where we go?
Well, fuck. Damn it. I was either going to go Cody or Roxy. And honestly, I was all about Cody until the quick, like, Roxy death just, like, blasted me in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going Roxy, too.
Roxy.
How about you, Marshall?
Well, I thought about Jay with the machete today because it was the best looking effect. It's the best looking one.
Yeah.
I also thought about Cody because I hated him. I'm just glad to see him die.
Right.
But that's terrible. His effect is terrible.
Weren't good.
So it then brings me between Jay and Roxy.
She got those meats hanging out.
Roxy's beheading is ridiculous, but at least you see a neck stump in that one.
Right.
You see
Right.
some blood. So I guess I'll go. I think I'll sweep it too. I think I'll go Roxy as well.
Yay!
But Jay's was good. It was. I give him credit for the good looking effect of that one.
Mine was between honestly the binocular
The bird watcher.
early on, only because of the
mistake.
They left
the camera, the filter on.
Right.
Yeah. All right, there we go. We're all going Roxy for this week. All right, let's just move on. Let's knock this out.
Just when you thought it was over, here comes the odds and ends.
Oh,
All right,
Marshall's so done with that.
ratings. IMDb gives it a 4.2 out of 10.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I saw
higher
that.
than some of the Fridays the
Jesus.
13th.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Rotten Tomatoes. It's not on the site.
Oh,
It
boy.
is. I'm sorry. It is on the site, but it has no thermometer or audience score yet. But it is listed on the site.
Yeah.
And Amazon in a horrible horror first. There is 0 reviews on Amazon for this movie.
Give me my phone.
So-
Damn it! I was gonna type one in right now.
We're about to go through make
You
a
gotta talk
record.
to Cincinnati Jeff about your phone.
I'm ready.
We're making a record speed run here through odds and ends this week. Plot keywords, none. Trivia, none.
Hold on,
Budget?
no moth blood?
No, none.
You know what? Budget $1,500.
And a bag of Arby's sauce.
Yeah, man.
Sponsored by Spirit Halloween. Oh fuck.
So that brings us to 5-star reviews or a moral comment. But I don't know what to do for this week because there are none. There's no 5-star reviews. I don't know
Actually,
what sound cue to play.
You
so,
got some reviews right here, buddy.
What?
You got some reviews right here.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna find out here. Nope. That's WAD. Oh yeah. Nope. I can do Harley Quinn. I can do fucking Harley Quinn.
don't.
But
Oh,
nobody
no.
likes
Could
that
we
one.
do something really crazy and off the cuff? Why don't you go
Sure.
to Amazon and let's write our own review?
Ooh, dude, I'm down.
Okay. Before we do that, though, we will do that. I don't have a audio cue for this. The only review I could find that was worth reading was a 1 out of 10 from IMDb.
Okay.
So I went through that. From J. Son, Be Mine.
Oh shit! Hold up. There was one part in the movie when Captain Rubber Knife's about ready to fight. He goes in with your fake ass Jason mask.
Oh,
You did say something.
I missed that.
No, you didn't. And we're back.
He does say that.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh boy.
from J. Son, Be Mine writes, it amazes me the amount of horrible acting that happens in this film. I'm all for independent, low-budget films, but at least make the dialogue flow and not cliche. The old lady in the car discussing her lady needs and the doctor confessing to a one-night stand as a love of his life is beyond ridiculous. And the actors trying to play younger than their actual age. Really? Trying to portray like you're a campground when you're in fact in someone's backyard was beyond believable. 1 out of 10. That's the only review I could find of this movie.
We did not mention the fact that Tommy's mom tried to come on
That's
to
right.
Dr. Lewis.
That's right.
I think we all blocked it out of our
I did.
memory.
Dr. Lewis was like, oh, I just fell in love.
I
with
fell in love. She's beautiful and
And then
talented.
Katie's like, you're in love? Fuck my
Hey,
tits.
your dick is shaped like a lightning bolt. I'm sorry, Marshall. Go ahead. Let's burn through this.
So that's it. I mean, that's all I got for reviews for this week. I don't really know what else to do. So, but okay, you guys want me to go to Amazon real quick?
Can we do that in a minute?
Camp Murder.
I want to go outside and smoke before we do this.
Hold on.
I just-
I found it.
Oh, Christ.
There we go. Prime Video. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. The DVD has reviews.
Oh.
It's not the streaming one, but the DVD has
Let's do it live. Let's do it live.
Well, let's do
As
it live. I gotta pee again.
as a 3.9 out of 5. So almost 4 stars for this movie.
So who on the cast decided to do that?
12 ratings on the DVD version, not the streaming version. Let's find this out.
Oh, let's do it.
1-star reviews, 0%. It has 0 1-star reviews for the DVD. 5 stars are 39%
You gotta
5
be
stars.
fucking kidding me. Holy shit.
All right, 5-star reviews. Nobody wrote a 5-star review. They just gave it 5 stars.
They just dropped 5 stars.
Let's go to 4 stars. All right, we have a 4-star review.
Here we go.
From Gibbons. A fun, zero-budget slasher from Mark Polonia and company. I actually like this movie more than a lot of Polonia's recent releases. There were some laugh-out-loud moments with the usual terrible acting and like reading. I think it's supposed to be line reading, but like reading. The pacing is decent, and there is little to no CGI blood. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, the last half of this movie is all CGI blood. It was dumb and fun. I enjoyed it. Don't expect much, and you just might enjoy it too. 4 stars.
To defend him, there's little CGI blood. But...
All right, 2 stars, nobody wrote a review. So 3 stars, there's 1. There's only 1. And from a guy who likes books, it's... this is entitled, It's Definitely a Movie.
Hey, that's our line.
I know. So he writes, the movie ultimately feels like a spoof of concept film that would be shown to investors and not the actual public. Think if Hatchet had no budget and the acting wasn't as good. Being someone who was a Polonia's fan for over a decade, I can say that this might be his weakest film to date. Overall, it just feels uninspired and boring. The kills, while the gore effects were decent, are just consistently bland. And there was one that felt like he wanted to do the kill a certain way, but just didn't for whatever reason. And the acting wasn't bad enough to find funny, and the dog just felt mono throughout the whole film.
Mono.
Mono throughout the whole film. There were a few funny moments I didn't regret watching, but he could have done better. 3 stars. That's every review on Amazon right now.
All right, so you said the Palomo, apparently, like, in the credits, that was like, the Palomo brothers. They showed a bunch of shitty Photoshop puppets, so this might be... I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Moving on.
So done. Let's put this fucker to bed.
Yeah.
Let's put this
Can't
shit in
Murder,
a coffin.
digital. Yeah. Let's be the first to review this item. Let's give it 1 star.
Oh, are we doing?
What do you want to give it? What do you guys want to give it? 1 star? 2 stars?
Giving it 1?
Yeah, let's give it a star and then star for the classic. I would have given
I would give 0 stars, but
Let's do that.
This is if you farted in a condom and fucked your grandpa's dead body with it. This is that.
Why won't it let me review this thing? I'm clicking on 1 star and it won't let me. I want to write a review. Write a custom review. Here we go.
That's right, Patreon members. You can call in and help us write this review next episode because I'm done with this shit.
Oh, I have to watch the movie first on Amazon before I can review it. Nope. I ain't watching this again on Amazon. Nope.
Sorry,
I watched it too.
Let's just end this podcast.
Let's just end this. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So, Nachos from Here Comes the Spooky Podcast. Thanks again for being here. Chris Samples, thanks. It is so nice to have you back. This was awesome. Sorry, the movie sucked, but you know what?
It's awesome.
I didn't pull my punches. I figured if you're coming back, you're coming in hardcore.
You were subtle.
Final thoughts.
Yeah, we're gonna do final thoughts. Of course we are. But I want to say thanks first before we did that.
Hey man.
Hey buddy, always.
Thank you for having me back.
Yes. Nachos.
And if this fucking fart boy over here takes over my
brain,
your record.
Why'd your mouth get so small?
We're good. All right, we're gonna end this. Nachos, final thoughts.
All right, so we do this shit on the Here Comes the Spooky. It's called the MVP, so let's do the exact opposite. Who is the absolute worst character in this fucking movie?
Well, Cody. It has to be.
It's Cody.
It's Cody.
The worst character?
The absolute worst character. Not the MVP, but what's the opposite? The most fucking useless character?
I would say the old bitch with the Tina.
Grandma. Fred or Jay actually the most useless. They do the least amount of this movie.
Yes, you're correct. The answer is everybody. I give this movie so bad it's cancer. Fuck this movie. You know what the redeemable part was? It was 1 hour and 12 minutes. Mr. Samples, how about you?
Well, I thought that they didn't even try to hide the fact that they were ripping off Halloween and fucking Friday the 13th, right?
Wait, what?
No, they didn't even try to hide it.
What? How did I miss you?
Yeah,
you're not serious.
The wrestling aspect was like a early on, but like it didn't come into the end, and
they should have done.
Why? You know,
why she talking?
The acting was fucking horrible.
Amazing, I
Why
know, right?
even fucking, you brought nobody in, so.
You want me to play some Cody again for you?
No, that's fine.
hear
That's
some
fine.
Cody
No,
again?
no,
I'll give
no,
you
no,
some
no,
Cody.
no. That's fine. That's fine.
It's not even worth the hour and 12 minutes.
So, Chris,
Don't watch this movie.
Let's
Fuck
ask
this movie.
Let's ask Aaron real
So bad
quick.
it's scary.
Oh yeah, we gotta get Aaron's opinion.
Yeah, I want Aaron's opinion.
Hey Aaron, what's your opinion of this movie?
So bad I loved it.
Oh, well, fuck you. Go back to fucking feet. We don't want to hear it.
Okay.
How about you, Marshall?
God, I guess the same thing. I think they missed an opportunity with the wrestling aspect. If they were going to go
agree.
this campy and stupid,
Yeah,
they should have gone full
suplex,
blown.
not Jason.
Roxy should have been the final girl who had a showdown with Tommy, and she should have been like giving like clotheslines, elbow drops, backbreakers.
Yeah.
If she's gonna be a wrestler, let her showboat that. Show that off. All she did was a headlock here, a punch here, and a camel clutch. Like that was
Camel
it.
toe clutch.
Or even
Yeah.
Chuck. If Chuck was like
Chuck
a
is supposed to,
wrestler.
he's supposed to be a wrestler. He could have done something before they jumped into the lake. Like, play up that fact that they're a wrestler. Have some fun with this final showdown. Instead, it's like it's not like this was like 2 hours long they need to cut down. It's barely over an hour. They could have given like another 2-3 minutes of a decent wrestling finale fight showdown
dude.
Yeah.
and just had fun with it. But no, they didn't do that at all either. And everything else about this movie sucks. And if I have to wear a boy again, I'm going to shoot somebody. So fuck this movie. So bad it's scary. I never want to see this thing again. And I think all physical copies should go join E.T. in the desert somewhere.
Yay!
Tell him about the Twinkie. Wait, what?
E.T. Atari, I should say, not the movie.
Yes.
We got you. So,
Yeah.
Kid Sisters?
So bad, scary 3. We swept it.
Yep.
Agreed.
Suck,
All right,
fuck this movie.
that's it. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Again, Nachos brought it up, and I forgot to mention it, but yeah, if you guys want to help support the show, check out our Patreon page.
That's
You
right.
can help support us there. You can also, like I said, go check out our merchandise at horriblehorrorpodcast.com. Get yourself some shirts and other merchandise, and that helps out a lot. Again, thank you for Nachos from Here Comes the Spooky Podcast.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you for Chris Samples for coming back. Next week, I'll be joined. I shouldn't even say it because it always goes fucking wrong when I do.
Nope,
but
moving on.
I'm not going to say it.
I'll be here.
No, you won't.
Don't drop it.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
drop it.
I'm not
Don't
going to drop it. I'm not dropping it because every time I do it, some fucking happens.
Is it too
I'm
hot?
glad to be back, though.
Is
I'm glad you're back.
Is it too hot to handle and too cold to hold?
All right, Vanilla Ice. Oh.
Of course.
Stay spooky!
All right, there you guys go. All right, guys, watch more horror movies. Remember to always keep it tight.
Don't watch this movie.